mein lieber Stollen.
Mondul, kisatarman, rashir tunem negen alishanan, edas pabina zushabzin, motramakura kam, o motramakura kam.
meteor strikes have happened in the continent. I'm just gonna put. Oh, I'm gonna make a smiley face and just leave it. He's not gonna have any idea. It'll be great. You fucking motherfucker!
There's only 2 left.
He deleted them. He got rid of mine. You know, the idea of doing a smiley face. I'm going. Let them all out, boys.
I found a map.
You
It's
found
floating here.
What?
There's a map just floating
Where?
up here. Like,
Up here.
sorry, like come over here to this table. And then look up above it, like zoom out above it.
What table? Oh, this
The one with the Doritos and the
Oh.
beer on it.
Oh. Oh. This little boy, huh? Oh, so you guys remember how Bonifer, how I'm gonna be playing for him when he's not around from now on?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He told me how to play his character. I don't want to play his character anymore.
Okay, I paused you. Fuck off. Right. Welcome back. By the way, I heard that meteorite strike.
I was gonna do a smiley face for you.
I heard that. I unmuted it right as you were talking about it. Nice try, though. So. Screen. Where we left off. You had sacks put over your heads. You'd been contracted to go fight some giant elf who almost kicked your ass a second time.
Almost.
And then eventually, somehow, you made it back to town. Alive. After speaking with the leader of the resistance in Calcut.
La Resistance.
You brought up the sword of Kelar Natarin and how you managed to encounter him himself, bringing some of the ire of the elven gentleman. After receiving your pay and Twog handing over his share, as he has an aversion to anything not made out of wood, everyone else received quite a hefty payday of 120 each, and an extra 30, leaving everyone at 150 gold. Because you had managed to complete everything on time for your bonus. However, there was a bit of complication since Beryl had been contacted by Gizmo, did not receive the entirety of the story.
Yeah, that was fucked.
It's cute.
Thanks, Gizmo.
Right before we had left off, though, everyone was heading back to the tavern. It's about mid-morning, so somewhere between 3 and 5. You know, sun's not coming up anytime soon, but you guys are in town. About. And the stones that Gizmo had given those of you who had it had started to glow. As you finish your walk back to the tavern to settle in for the rest of the night, you walk in, and just like the first night you came, and earlier when you went to go drop off your weapons, there's a bit of a party happening. It's starting to wind down. It's not nearly as extravagant as the one when you first came.
Well, I'm staying away from the women. Daryl, you and me, we're drinking, buddy.
Should we
Boys
sleep?
not out.
We should probably sleep.
You guys have been riding for a day and a half. You've had maybe 15-minute breaks in between.
Yeah, let's all go to bed.
You currently have a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I'm getting a fucking beer anyway. I need it.
Get it in the morning, or when we wake up in like the middle of the afternoon.
Well,
Let's go to bed, man.
that sounds like a good plan. Morning beer sounds good. Breakfast
There you
beer.
go. Morning
Plenty of
grog.
breakfast beer. Mm-hmm. All right, turn it in. Fuck it.
All right. How long do you guys plan to sleep? Do you want to go for a long rest, or just until morning? What the fuck was that?
Oh, did you see
I think long rest would be best.
You didn't see the dragon?
Yeah, let's do a long rest.
All right. So you're gonna wake up. Let's see. Oh, I need to do fucking math. You guys will wake up just before noon.
Okay, it's fine.
So you guys wake up around somewhere between 10 and 12.
That sounds awesome.
You've had a rest. You're perfectly good. You're ready to go. You feel like you could take on the world, unless the world actually came at you.
I'll totally do it.
You tried. You got drunk. Lost your money.
I got money now. Again. Finally.
All right. So all of you arise. It's almost afternoon. You're all in your rooms.
Well, meet up downstairs at a table.
Yeah, I'm hungry for greasy food and a good dwarven amount of beer.
Seth?
I'm probably just gonna eat another ration instead.
All right. So Geralt and Beryl head out of their rooms. Who was Seth staying with?
Dakota.
Okay, Dakota is staying up with you. Dakota's had enough of adventure for a little while and just wants to
He needs
relax
some
for a day.
space.
Yeah, so Dakota's being solitary off in the corner, and you two are each doing your own thing. So Beryl and Geralt exit their rooms. Geralt exits first and waits for Beryl as you both head down the stairs. There's a few people. It's afternoon, so some of the dwarves are starting their drinking.
It's about that time.
There's not as many as normal, but you figure some of them are taking an early lunch. Since they look like they've been working for a while. Well, in this town, it's almost like Vegas. It never really sleeps.
Okay, yeah.
Someone's always doing something.
Someone's always drinking.
Oh,
Hey!
Hey, Ivana here. Sweet. Just to catch you up real quick, because nothing's really happened. You guys took a long rest. You went back to your hotel.
Shit.
DM, I messaged you something.
Yeah, I don't... Hold on. Don't worry about it right now. It'll come up when it comes. So you guys have had a long rest in your rooms, and Beryl and Geralt are heading down for a drink. Are you going to join them or stay in your room? Is your mic working?
Give him a second. It's loading. Hold on. I'm going to roll for him. 18.
Mic is working.
What?
Yeah, you are.
All right.
Come on, you stick-loving fiend.
So you guys had a long rest in the hotel when you got back, and Beryl and Geralt are going down for a drink. You're still in your room.
A fucking breakfast.
Okay.
A drink.
One's heading down for a drink. One's heading down for breakfast. What are you doing?
What I call breakfast.
I will go do that with them.
Alright, you head down for breakfast as well. You kind of trail behind a few steps, as they didn't really... You're not the most sociable one in the group, so they just kind of go without you and you try to tag along. You all find a spot easily at the bar. Most of the dwarves are sitting at their own tables, interacting with one another. There's a few humans scattered about the place. Most of them look like they're from out of town. Geralt recognizes some of the fashion, being from the... Hold on, I named it. Give me 1 second here. I gave it a weird name. From the kingdom of Arundel. But most of the people look like natives to the Maroon Desert, if not Calcut itself. Not too terribly loud. Keep it fashion, yes. He's got a chroma.
Okay.
Silently sitting at the bar. The barmaids are passing you by.
I'm gonna flag one down.
Okay. One of the barmaids, they know you now. The barkeep is just off talking with someone else. One of the barmaids comes over behind the bar, puts both her hands on the table, or both her hands on the bar, leans forward, a little more seductively than you're used to at this place. She's a bit younger, from what you can tell. Her hair is covering her ears, but her eyes are they're almost sky blue with a very fair complexion, going down her skin as far as you can see. And she just leans forward and looks over at Beryl. A drink for you?
Oh, yes, aye. And maybe some food to go with that. What's you serving?
We've got sausage, eggs, and I believe the local trapper came in with something a little extra special this night.
Ooh. And what's that?
He came across a shipment of turtles.
Turtles?
Yes, they're not very common around here, but we assume they fell off a cart and didn't ask.
Yeah. I'll definitely have some sausage and eggs.
And for you?
I'll do the eggs and jug of water.
Right. She walks away, and you can see her just walk through the doors to the back. She's preparing the food.
I quickly lean over to Beryl. If it's not a stew, don't eat the turtles.
So I was thinking about it. How would you go about eating a turtle without putting it in a stew? Would you like crack it open and just take a fork to it? like a more complicated oyster? Just kind of dump it into your mouth?
After a bit of a wait, you guys are just sitting there, sitting with each other for a couple minutes. And she comes back with a hefty pint, plops it down in front of Beryl with shoving the eggs and sausage in front of him. That'd be 5 silver, please.
What? Oh, 5 silver?
I have to pay?
What is this shit? I put down 5 silver.
She takes it and puts it into a little purse, and then with her other hand still holding the I think it was sausage you wanted?
Eggs and a jug of water.
She the smaller plate, she pulls out a jug of water, puts it down, and slides the eggs in front of you. That'll be 2 silver, please.
I hand it to her.
She takes it and puts it in the purse, and then As she starts walking away, she notices Twog and turns towards him. Hello?
Hey, hello.
She jumps back a little bit. This little disgruntled looking dwarf just pipes up. How can I help you?
Could I get a water?
Is he with you?
Yes, he's with us.
Is he safe?
Yes.
He's
It's just
harmless
A little
most of
excited.
the time.
Looks like she doesn't really believe you, but she slowly reaches down and pulls up another jug of water. 50 coppers.
Wait, thank you. Could you pay for me, mate?
Oh yeah, got you. I put down 50 silver.
50 silver?
No.
I like you a lot. Here's a tip.
Best water in the land.
Do you even have 50 copper? Or do you need to get changed from a fucking piece of silver?
Yeah, no, I don't have copper. Here, can you break this gold piece?
What? No! Wait, how much copper is one silver piece? 100, right?
Yes. That's why I
fucking-
freaked out when he said
I don't-
50 silver.
I'm out of silver pieces.
What?
I only have gold.
I fucking drop a piece of silver on the table. Keep the change.
She takes it and, gives a little bit of a bow and quickly walks back to her work. 50 silver, holy fuck.
Fucking train wreck.
I actually,
So.
I actually did that once.
Jesus.
I tried to bribe a small child in a village and accidentally made him the richest person in town.
Shit.
Alright, moving on.
Gentlemen, what's on today's agenda?
Well, at this point, I hold up my mug, this, and drink
Well,
deeply.
if
Quaff
anyone's
deeply.
interested, I'll be stopping at the blacksmith. I want to drop off those extra weapons and ask him a few questions about something I've been thinking up.
Oh yeah, I should probably be there. Might help legitimize questions.
Will you join us?
Probably address who you're talking.
I said Twog, will you join us?
He's just staring at that water.
Oniper?
He's
What?
entranced.
Oh my god. I hate you so much.
People
Will
are
you be-
fucking talking to me. I don't know what happens.
Twog, will
Pay
you join
attention.
us?
What?
Once more,
Can I just drink my water? I'm confused.
do you want to join us for the blacksmith when we go?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Right.
That is what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm looking at your jug of water, thinking, you're gonna wondering, is that just water?
You fucking put a good berry in there.
Oh, hold on. Before we continue, are you able to roll up? Oda, roll 20?
Let's see.
Roll 20? I got a fucking 20 on that. Holy shit. Not even kidding. It wasn't really a roll. It was kind of just a drop, but still. Didn't move.
20 is, if you drop it.
Yeah, I know. It's not as much.
No.
A long roll.
But they can, but a bit because of how they're. Shit, I rolled a 20 from 1.
What a guess. There are 20 sides on this thing. Funny joke.
God.
Alright. Anyways, continue on while we try to get roll 20 working.
All right. We should probably ask Sath if he wishes to come.
Yeah.
That's not me asking you, Sath. You're upstairs. You can't hear me yet. I hear you flapping the gums, getting ready to answer me. Breaking my immersion. I go upstairs. I'll be right back. I run upstairs and knock on Sath's door.
What is it?
We're going to the blacksmith after we eat. You want to come?
Yeah, I could go there.
Great. Go back down. You eat my eggs.
I'll go down with. I'll get ready to go down and head down myself.
You get ready, and as you go down, you see Geralt and Beryl finishing up meals. As Twog is still staring at the water intently, not doing anything with it. Just that's it.
He's seeing everything that is.
Can I make a roll right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
1d20.
What do you want me to roll for you?
Yes.
You want me to do it?
You
Tell me the number.
Because I know. Oh no. Are you sure you don't want me to do it?
He just kind of like he just pours the water over himself at this point. He tries to drink the water and just fails miserably.
He's just been psyching himself up this whole time.
Yeah, so drink this fucking water. And he pours all over himself.
Boy, I sure am thirsty. Whoops.
He honestly has become like my favorite fucking character. This whole ordeal.
All right, let's move on, guys. We're ending our
All right,
tonight.
I think we're good to go.
Okay.
Also, we're gonna fucking carry our weapons down there.
All
Right
your
down
weapons
the
are still
street
in the
to it.
room. You didn't carry them down with you.
I know we're gonna go get them. Yeah, everyone. Yes, we're gonna go get them.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
still have the horses rented?
I thought we dropped them off at the guy.
No, because he was still sleeping.
Right. Okay.
walked
So
past.
we fucking. Right. So plop them on the saddlebags right over to the blacksmith with this stuff.
All right, you carry down the weapons. As you all go up to the rooms, and you start carrying down the weapons as you draw a couple of eyes. You're not carrying most of your supplies since you didn't need them for the morning, so it's a little bit easier. You're just wearing your clothes. You're not wearing armor. You're not wearing your packs with all your extra stuff. You have a weapon on you for personal use.
Got my axe.
I got my dagger.
You don't have like your shields or anything. You're just walking around casually carrying all the weapons, so you're not
I don't
carrying
have
as
my
much weight.
Got destroyed by the fucking Elfman's blight.
I mean, while you're carrying down the weapons, you can carry the shield out when you're leaving. But
It was destroyed. I threw it on the floor.
what?
Remember the shield when he stabbed it? It got all covered
You
in dark
grabbed an
veins and
extra
shit.
shield.
We have 2 extra ones, but those
I'm
are
saying
gone.
you guys
sold.
aren't wearing your armor because you're just walking through town.
Okay.
You're just casually carrying stuff down so you can carry more of your
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're
I don't
just
have to worry about
strolling
that
through
anyway.
town.
Okay.
Where that shit?
So you guys just carry your weapons down. You draw a few eyes, and someone intently watches you. As you're carrying down one of the weapons that you got off the dwarves, walking by one of the tables filled with dwarves, you start hearing murmuring coming from the table, but none of them actually pipe up to ask you any questions. Eventually, you all just load everything that you were going to sell onto the horses, and you start your way towards the blacksmith.
I could probably follow up on that.
Sorry, what weapons did we get from them?
They're like dwarven
The dwarves?
spears.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they're probably like, what?
You want to mention something? You want
Well, I could. Did I happen to notice the other dwarves?
Well, you and both you and Geralt were carrying one. So
Yeah.
as you two were walking by, because you carried them out at the same time, you heard the murmuring. It wasn't very subtle, but you couldn't hear what they were saying. You might have been able to pick out a couple words, but nothing intelligible. They were speaking in Dwarvish, but it's just muttering.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, fuck it. Go make the sale.
to? All right. So we're heading to the blacksmith.
As you stroll up to the blacksmith, you see the same stout dwarf hammering away. looking as friendly as ever.
Hello again, friend. Got some stuff you might be interested in.
Ting, ting, ting. Response.
He's just ignoring us.
Arrow, you want to try your hand? Seems to like you more.
Alright. In Dwarvish, I'd like to say, hello there.
Continues hammering away.
Again in Dwarvish. Really? Come on, lad.
He lifts his head for a second and turns around to look at you. Doesn't seem very amused, but he stops hammering and he just sees the amount of weapons you have and turns to you and speaks in common. Yes.
Are you interested?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we
Go
have
ahead.
here. Oh, what happened?
Everyone's talking at the same time.
Oh boy.
You go ahead.
Okay. We have 2 shields, 2 tower shields, 2 long swords, and 2 spears of dwarven quality.
Show me.
Kind of just line everything up for them.
The 2 tower shields we should probably take inside so people don't see them. Because they have the crest on them, right?
They do.
Yeah, but we've been having them face each other the whole time. So only when he like opens them up to look at them, unless someone's like right down our back.
What a weird backwards plan.
As you lay them out, you have to lay the tower shields up. But you know this is a resistance front, so you don't have as much threat. So he goes to look at the shields first, as his ass is on the line as much as yours. So he looks at them, flips them back over quickly. These are not dwarven. And he goes
The spears.
You said everything is dwarven.
No, I said 2 spears of. I said 2 tower shields, 2 long swords, and 2 spears of dwarven quality.
Yeah, as in everything's of dwarven
God
quality.
damn. Nice.
The
He didn't specify. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He goes, it's all
I know your
obviously-
pain.
He goes to look over everything, and eventually he gets to the spears, and he picks one up, and starts looking it over. He props it up against the shed and looks at the other one. He props the other one up against the shed, and then he strokes the top half of his beard. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Is that a yes, I'm interested in buying this? Or just an okay?
I am wondering what you want with it.
Well, we'd like to sell everything to you.
Those shields are as good as scrap. The swords I could resell. Those spears, you don't know what you have, do you?
Obviously not.
Spears made by dwarves, I suppose.
They look at least a little exotic, I believe.
We're cultured, aren't we?
What?
You're going to end up screwing us, saying that we don't have any clue what they are.
I'm sorry, what clue do you have? Tell me. Exactly! Might as well ask the dwarven blacksmith who knows something about them what they are.
He grabs one of the spears. Sorry, my throat is fucking me today. And he runs it along. He runs the blade of it along the anvil, and Geralt might know this. Saf, make an intelligence roll, and Beryl would know this. Boniper didn't, or Quag definitely.
So you said I might know it, or I do know it?
You probably know this, yeah,
Okay.
because you come from more of a
Commercial area.
yeah.
Okay.
So you would have this sort of knowledge. Just roll a d20. What did you roll? 3?
Yeah, it's 4, so.
Yeah, so you have no idea what he's doing. So for those of you that do know, you know that if you roll, or not roll, if you, this is real life too, if you push metal against metal, it tends to actually wear down the blade. So you know that he's, you know, it would normally be ruining the blade. And he runs it along there a few times, and then he holds it up to you. Touch it.
Run my finger along it gently, but in that, it's hard to explain, but that way so that I'm not gonna fucking stab myself.
As you run your finger along the side of the blade, you actually you don't do any damage to yourself, but you do manage to cut your finger a little bit on the side that he was rubbing it against and wearing it down.
Is that made of mithril?
No. The runes.
Oh.
They are blades of never dulling. I could give you a good price. What do you want?
Out of character, I'm not the best with.
Well, yeah, we didn't think about like who. This is like the party's loot. So like, what do we want for this shit?
I'm looking them up.
Well, at the same time, I'll give you guys this little thing, because normally Kat would be doing this. You guys are at a blacksmith, so if you wanted new equipment, you could always barter.
That's what I was gonna say. We should try to barter for like better equipment.
You don't necessarily have to say, well, I want 300 gold. Meanwhile, you could have got 1,000. You could just say, hey, give me that really good, breastplate, and I'll give you these.
So, all right. So, really quick, we're going to talk out of character. How do we feel about proposing a trade?
I'm done with that.
I'm fine
I
with
have
it.
no interest
Yeah.
from a personal perspective of
Yeah.
Twog.
Seth, how do you feel?
I have no problem with it.
All right. So, Seth, you don't want different armor, right? Because you got your thorn mail, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I intended on getting some, but I can do that on my own. Pretty sure, at least.
And what about you?
I'd be down for if he's got a better quality axe.
Okay, so we're looking for axe and armor.
Well, like hand axe,
Yeah, hand axe. All right, so that'll be what we're gunning for. All right, so what if I propose a trade? Would you be interested?
Speak.
A quality hand axe for my friend, and I was thinking something along the lines of armor. Along the lines of armor. What?
Along the lines of armor.
He sits there stroking his beard as he looks over. And he looks over his tools. I could give you... What type of armor?
Do you have any chain shirts?
Too many.
Okay, then.
Wait, you want a chainmail now?
Chain shirt, not chainmail. Chainmail's full body. Chain shirt, I believe, is...
It's just the shirt.
Yeah.
You wear it under the armor, I believe.
Yeah, it's just like a little dress. It almost looks
Okay. All right, because I was going
Wait, that's Under Armour?
Well, chainmail typically is Under Armour, but you can wear it as over armor.
Okay.
No, chainmail is over armor. The chain shirt.
A chain shirt you can wear as over armor if you don't have anything else. It's still armor. It just you would typically wear it underneath plate mail to protect against stabbing and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like that little bit extra. Yeah, because there's gaps in between. Wait now.
Alright, so he wants the chain shirt.
Um,
And I mentioned I was thinking plate or splint for myself.
He walks into the adjacent building, which looks a little newer. The little shed that leads underground, and he comes back with a chain shirt, a very brand new looking hand axe, and he's pulling on a little sled a mannequin that has a full body of split.
Ooh.
Looks at you. You mean this?
Looks
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Perfect.
For all of this, these three plus 100 gold.
What do you mean these three?
The 3 items. So like
All 3 items.
Oh, you mean the 2 sets
chain-
of 3.
the chain
3
shirt.
sets of 2 stuff.
the chain shirt. No, the chain shirt, the axe, and the splint.
Okay.
So like all he's saying all of the stuff that you're offering, right,
Okay.
is fine, plus 100 gold
Plus-
to get everything.
Now,
That's
that,
like what, 30 something each. That's fine by me.
that hand axe, is that just a brand new hand axe, or is
Roll
that like
perception.
a... Oh, don't fucking tell me. No. 12 plus 5, so 17.
But you have do you have anything that lets you know metal stuff off by heart?
It's
Dwarf? Or is it just
It's
stone?
not-
Son?
it's fucking stone cunning. Yeah, it's stone.
You can from what you can tell, it is tempered steel. It's not just brand new. It's a much higher quality one than what you have, and the wood is treated oak.
Ooh.
So this thing would hold up a lot better.
You have to socialize. Sorry, I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
That's all.
What I'm getting at is, are we talking like a +1 here, or?
Yeah, it would give you a +1 to.
Yeah, I'm down with this. I'll fucking fork over 50 gold if I have to.
Like what you guys are getting, you're getting the best of what he has to offer.
Oh hell yeah! So
If
who
you want
wants
to
to
spend the
match
gold, you
me?
can always go one down.
I'm down.
You're down.
Yes.
Okay.
So is that 50, 25, 25 from each of you?
Is that what we're going to do?
I'll do
I
that.
don't know, because he said he's willing to put up 50.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So he collects all the weapons. He has the 2 spears just resting across, and he takes the mannequin off the sled with the greatest of ease, and loads of the weapons on, or just drags everything back. And then when he returns, he holds out a grubby little hand, asking for the gold.
We pull it together, we hand it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes it and just drops into a little crate he has in his work area.
Oh boy.
Try it on.
I tried on.
As you start donning the splint mail, you know it's a bit heavy. You notice it's bit heavier than what you normally have been wearing, but you still feel complete ease of movement. Yeah, you will have. You have a disadvantage to stealth with it on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had before, though.
But this, it feels a little bit heavier, but you feel like, to quote Ned Flanders, you're wearing nothing at all.
So I just gotta worry about the chainmail AC was 16. This one is 17.
Yeah, so you went up.
Oh God.
So now you're with the shield. You're at
20.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, no, the shield that's 2.
So,
You know,
21.
19.
Then why was I over it to begin with?
I don't know how you got 19.
I don't know. I just did what you
You
told me.
said you had 16 before. Whatever. You're at 19.
Okay. Woo! I'm exactly the same.
As Sath puts on the chain shirt, strips off the spiked armor and sort of like leaves it off to the side, putting some of it onto the horses now that they're unburdened, and just slips it on perfectly fine, and it feels a little bit lighter. And
A little bit.
yeah, it's still heavy, but it's not nearly as cumbersome. And as Beryl grabs his axe, it just feels natural. Doesn't notice much different.
Oh.
Now, just send me a quick private message. Remind me what the fucking name of the thing was that I was gonna try to get.
What?
Remember the shield?
Oh, I don't remember what the name was, but I know what you were talking about.
Wasn't it a forearm buckler?
Yeah, it was a forearm shield.
Okay. So I'm gonna, after putting it on and feeling all comfortable in it, I did have one last thing I wanted to ask you about. A forearm buckler.
It's his head and it's you.
I kind of show him on my arm a shield that straps to here, and I'm able to still use my hand while having the shield on.
He grabs your arm, not violently, but almost like a almost like a tailor that's measuring your arm. He grabs it and pulls it out and holds it in place as he walks away and leaves you there for a minute or two. Once he returns, you see him walking back with a buckler, and he puts this tiny, almost dinner plate looking shield onto your arm and looks up at you with like a bit of a smirk.
With a nervous smirk?
No, not nervous, just a smirk, like shit-eating smirk.
Was it an actual dinner plate, or was it the fucking buckler?
No, it's a buckler, but it's tiny.
How tiny?
It's like a dinner plate. On you, a buckler isn't very big. It's maybe like 3 times the size of your fist.
I know, but the thing, I didn't send you, the thing I showed you wasn't the
You
buckler.
said buckler.
Okay.
You said buckler.
Oh, you fuck.
You're talking.
I'm
Listen, I know what you mean.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell you what. I'm talking about this size, and I hold up my hand to show him the thing, and I just sent you the fucking size, you cum stain.
Like I said, I know what you mean.
Okay, well now everybody knows what I mean, because I did the hand things.
That's still a buckler. That'd be the same size.
Oh, it would be?
Yes, that's why he's
Oh.
smirking, because you're a big guy, and you want this little dinner plate hanging off your arm.
Hold on, wait, pull me into whisper for a second.
Holy shit!
Let's do it.
You can go into whisper yourself. Yeah.
Is this gonna affect the stats or no?
No.
'Cause I don't remember what we talked. No? Okay.
Well, I'd say a buckler will give you +1 instead of +2. 'Cause you can have like a
Okay.
regular shield, But bucklers are tiny. They're meant for just...
Okay, I just wanted one that I can still wield the dagger, though.
Yeah, like I said, you can still wield it with a shield that's strapped to your arm.
Alright, then I'm
Bucklers
gonna...
are small.
Alright. What about a shield for someone more my size that'll still allow me to use my hand?
He walks away with the buckler, laughing to himself.
Dwarfs.
There you go, he does that.
Laughs in dwarvish. Fucking guy.
He comes back with a proper round shield that it's a little bit bigger than him, and he puts it up onto your forearm, and it's a little bit closer to a proper.
I'm still able to move my wrist around and all that. I tested out. So, would you be interested in trading this for a full plate of chainmail? Did I say a full plate of chainmail?
Yes.
A full set of chainmail.
He holds out the plate again.
No, not the plate.
He looks up at you. You want me to tie a shield to your arm for chainmail? Sure.
How much is a fucking shield worth? That just gets swindled again.
He walks away, puts the shield down, and holds out his hand. Come back at the end of the day. He has his hand out, though.
Oh, for the chainmail?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, I put the chainmail in his hands.
He grabs it, and then, as you see, he carries both of them into the workshop. And he disappears for a little bit. As he disappears, though, you're sitting outside, waiting, not sure what to do. Only 5-10 minutes have passed. You guys are thinking you might want to leave soon. Doesn't look like he's gonna come back. You're looking around, just people watching. It's a little bit past noon. You guys have been bartering for a while, shopping. You notice a couple of people walking through. You've noticed some people, just almost like visitors, maybe traders, tourists. You notice from their the gait and their walk that and their clothing and some of the passing stories you've heard that they're from the same place you are. Not necessarily Rivia, just the same part of the world.
Okay.
So
Now
the whole petty kingdom of Arundel has just this general way of carrying itself. As you see these two figures walking down, they look more well armed than most people walking down the streets, and they seem to be looking for somebody. You do notice the clothing. It is yeah, it looks like mercenaries, but the type and the way they wear it, the type of armor and the way they wear it is leather. It's very reminiscent of your home.
Okay. Am I the only one that saw that? Like, I'm the only one that noticed this.
Yeah, the rest of the group has no idea why.
Yeah. Alright, well, we should probably be heading back. Maybe grab a bite to eat for dinner and think about what our next steps are.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
What a great idea.
I also just realized I just got massively swindled.
Yeah.
The average price of a shield is 10 gold, and the average cost of chainmail is 75 gold, so that's neat.
75... No, it's what? I'm pretty sure it's like...
So
Actually, I don't think you want to know.
Let's hope you get a good fucking shield out of this.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be just a shield, so... That's fine.
Alright, you guys still have the horses.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go bring those back, guys. Let's bring those back now that we're not carrying a ludicrous amount of shit.
Are you gonna mount the horses? You're gonna walk them?
Yeah, we're gonna ride the fucking horses to the stable.
All right. As you mount the horses, you roll perception actually.
All of us?
No, just
Okay.
you can do it with your real dice.
No. $14.
Alright, you hear some muttering maybe 50 feet behind you. One of the voices sounds a little bit deeper. You do recognize the accent as you hear two voices talking, and you urge everyone along as you head towards the stables.
Well, come on, guys. We gotta get these horses back. We don't want to be late.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Getting on it.
As you guys quickly ride, you get to the stables and you see this same old man sitting there with the emerald. He's just holding it up to the light, closing one eye, looking through it, trying to see it through the sun.
Well, is he gonna be disappointed, I guess?
Hello, it's good to see you again.
You notice his one eye, his pupil is way too dilated. As he opens his other eye, and he's tilting his head back and forth, rubbing the eye he had, looking through the emerald, trying to make out who it is as he sees the horses.
I know it's marvelous, but try not to stare at the sun for too long.
He just had to come back.
We managed to elude death this time. Maybe next time you'll get to keep the rock, yeah?
Or, I mean, if he out of character, if he'd sooner keep the rock, I mean.
What do you mean?
Well,
You're
if
trying to
the
make
rock
this guy's eye
valuable,
hemorrhage.
is the rock valuable to us, or?
I mean, it's just a jade gem that I could sell.
Well, if he really
Frustrating.
wants it, we could probably barter and get the horses.
I'm not interested.
I know that's an asshole-ish thing to do, but
No, I don't think we should even bother, because then we have to worry about constantly getting feed and stuff for them.
okay then.
As you dismount the horses, he starts leading them back into the stable, and then sits back down, holding his hands together on his lap. Thank you for your business.
He gave me back the rock, yeah?
No.
Give
What?
Me what about our little piece of insurance I left with you?
What insurance?
The jade gem you were just staring at so intensely?
He's kind of blind in the one eye. He looks so he can see with his other eye. Fine! He holds out his hand and kind of throws it at you.
Thank you for your business.
He just looks around, ignoring you.
Alright. To the inn?
To the end.
What time is it also right now?
It's early afternoon.
Okay, alright. So we get to the inn?
Yeah, you guys are.
Alright.
Nothing happened.
I kinda, in a little bit of like a, instead of like taking my surroundings or anything, I kinda just walk straight up to the bartender.
He's currently talking to somebody.
I kinda just go up to the closest seat available and try to flag him down.
You sit directly next to the person he's talking to, and you start waving your hand in front of him, flagging him down.
All right, I didn't mean like a cock. But okay.
Hey!
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by because that's
Well, I kind of give him like a flick of the wrist, like a wave, like a.
all right. So instead, so you start
Wave
waving
my arm like a lunatic.
You start waving like you're still next to the guy, so he can see you. You just start waving at him, and he's distracted, looking over. 1 minute. Yes.
Hey.
No. Really quickly, remind me how much a cup of ale is, will you?
Depends what we're talking. Cheapest. Silver. The stuff that knocked you on your ass. 5 gold. Would you like another go?
How about tonight I get the cheap stuff, and how much did you say it was?
A silver.
You said a silver?
Yes, 1 silver.
Alright. So, I reach out my hand to him, holding the currency as if I want to give it to his hand instead of put it on the table.
Alright, he reaches out his hand, a little bit confused as a way I don't just drop it on the table this time around.
And I drop 5 silver in his hand, I say, and why don't we, try to keep it a secret that I'm in town.
He raises an eyebrow and looks up at you and shakes his head. And then, he moves his fingers as if he's, like, you know, if you were to tap your fingers, but doing it with an open palm.
What do you mean? What the fuck are you trying to say? I don't...
Oh, he's asking for more.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, cheeky shit. Alright, I hand him an extra 5 silver.
Looks a little bit insulted, but he takes it and puts it into his pocket.
I'm not a rich man.
He pulls out some ale and puts it down. You'd best hope no one rich comes by asking for you. And he goes back to talking to the other person.
I get up and I walk back to the table. Okay, so what I missed?
Not much.
Right.
Whenever the barmaid comes around, I'm gonna ask for some beer. I'll put down a gold piece and just run a tab. Do the tabs carry over?
Through the nights?
Yeah, like if I put down a gold, can I just
Yeah,
keep
for
drinking?
as long as you stay.
Cool, yeah. I'll throw down a gold.
Okay, so the barmaid comes by and she... But wait, did you just want like a gold worth of ale, or are you just
Like
putting it
half.
down for?
I'm just putting it down for like normal or something.
Like, are you
Little bit
pre-buying, or are you getting the gold?
I'm pre-buying. Like,
Okay,
I'm not
so
getting.
she brings you like a 10 silver.
That sounds great.
It's a little bit stronger. It's not quite the swill that Geralt is drinking.
Mm.
It's decent. Still
Good
fine.
with that.
I love the awkward pauses.
Aren't they great?
Because he has no to do anything. So you guys sit there silently drinking, like a bunch of old angry men. And roll a roll perception.
Roll what?
Geralt, roll perception.
Yes.
Okay.
You're hell-bent on getting him in trouble, aren't you?
Gotta get this train route moving
Send you a
somehow.
quick PM there. Let's check that out, maybe. A perception, you say? I think he said perception.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an 8.
8. You don't notice.
Oh, nat 20?
You don't notice them walk in. But a little bit of drinking, you relax yourself, and then eventually you look back towards the bar, and you're looking at the bartender, who's no longer talking to the one man, but he's talking to those two others you noticed earlier.
Hmm.
Am I supposed to fucking do something?
I guess you
That'd
don't
be
do
up
anything.
to you.
You just sit there staring at them, I guess.
No, I don't. I don't stare at them. I face my table and I look at my beer like everybody other drunken bastard in the place.
You look down at your beer like you're a little bit downtrodden, like you've been having, like you have nothing else to do but drink all day. Roll.
I'm fine with that.
Roll disguise.
Disguise? Is that a
Yes.
stat?
Even.
I don't have.
Oh wait, no.
disguise.
Never mind. It would be deception.
Deception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was messing it up.
Rip.
That's gonna be a 5.
You try to look drunk, but you're not really pulling it off.
Why would I act drunk? Fuck.
But you're looking down at your beer, trying to look miserable.
I was trying to mind my own fucking business.
Can I assist him in looking drunk?
Yeah.
It's a bit late, but you know what? Go ahead.
Roll an advantage.
Oh, my
I'll give it
God.
to you. I'll give it to you.
Oh, here we go, baby. Round 2. 22.
There you go.
I kind of nudge him.
So you don't know why he's looking down, trying to,
Do like these.
but you eventually wrap your arm around him and you don't start screaming or anything, but you pull him in a little bit closer. You both look down at your drinks.
Now we're sad together.
Or as you can tell, he really is sad.
Now we're just mildly melancholy drinking together.
Hero, you make a few peeks, and eventually you see the two men looking around the room. They go to a couple of tables, asking questions. Mostly near the bar. You guys are sitting a little bit further away from the bar. There's not much degree in between. There's maybe like 4 tables of depth, but they only go to the first row. And eventually they walk right out.
Well, they're terrible at their job.
Thankfully.
Okay, so what the fuck kind of shield are you getting?
No one
Round
cares
shield
that
for
he's
my
looking
forearm,
sad.
yeah.
No, I'm trying to make conversation at the table.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, let me do that in character. So, what kind of fucking shield are you getting there? I saw you hand him chainmail.
A round shield for my forearm so I can use both my dagger and my longsword.
Hmm. Okay. Why the chainmail?
I may have overestimated what it would cost.
Oh, so that was compensation?
Yes. It was a poor business adventure on my part.
Ah. I see. Well, if it's any consolation, I'm super happy with what I got.
Me too. This armor is a little bit better than what I had.
I'm gonna kill so many things with this. I just take out my axe and just look at it.
What level is the party?
3.
Okay,
Trace.
I thought.
Walk.
3.
Thank you.
Try.
I couldn't. I was trying to think the Russian word for 3.
2, 3.
as you guys are sitting there talking, you see a man walk by the table, and seemingly a piece of paper like flutters out of his pocket and slides into the center of the table as he before you can look up and notice, he's already up the bar and the door is closing.
So a piece of paper comes onto the table. All right. I guess I'll pick it up.
Should we give it back to him?
Hey, you dropped this!
No, I'm gonna go ahead and read it, Claude.
All right. As you pick it up and read it, it's very short form, but it just says about the sword. When you have time, see me.
Is it signed by someone, or
Where did he go?
It's not signed. It just says that.
okay? So I'm guessing it's from the only other person that knows about the sword.
Yeah. Our friends in the Big R.
You mean my friends in the Big R?
Yeah, right. Your friends in the Big R.
Because they apparently don't like you.
Yeah. Or anyone. They like
Yeah.
anyone.
No, they're
Just
just
you.
fucking assholes.
That's fine. They're
I had to go
racist.
I just had to go to a whorehouse and fucking get the madam's fucking permission to go into the clubhouse. The Arc whore.
What did the note say?
About the sword. When you have time, see me.
Well, I do have to go over there to get my shield by the end of the day.
Yeah, that'll be time.
The Golden Gate fortune cookie company.
Fucker.
I don't think
Is
they
it-
sent it, no.
Is it by the end of the day now?
You guys can sit in the bar just nursing your
Yeah,
drinks until dusk.
We passed the time and then we head over there.
I haven't necessarily been nursing mine.
We've got
Have
one
Have you gone through
moderately
your
sober
entire-
dwarf.
Yeah, I think I've had like 5.
Alright, so you've gone through about 50 silver we've had.
Yeah.
Alright.
Moderately sober dwarf.
it's still
One
moderately
skittish
sober.
paladin and one wet druid.
Can't figure out that water.
He's dried off by now.
Maybe he
He's
did it
damp,
again.
but he's
No.
not sloshing
Do
anymore.
anything, he's nuts.
Really need to help him with that, or he'll be dehydrated by the end of this.
Alright, so you guys exit the bar, and as you're exiting the bar, you see a very tall, very intimidating half-orc walking across, like, just across down the street.
He looks fun.
He's as far as you can tell about. Yes, Vonifer, here it comes.
No.
He's standing about 6.5 feet.
Guessing his name is Tiny.
He's walking with a very, what the best way I can describe it is like a clumsy royal walk.
Like he's trying.
He's trying his best to look like an upper class, and he's wearing like flowing blue robes with white adornments, like white trim. He looks very fancy, like a wizard. Just shouting, as he walks by. Grok the smartest Grok.
Grok, the smartest Grok.
Yep. Yeah.
I want to talk.
May Twog run up to him
Yeah.
and yell,
No.
"May I have your good day?"
He's,
Oh, no.
he stops a little bit, startled. Grok. Looks around, looks down. Hello.
Little dwarf. Rock would like good berry. Rock smart, good berry, good.
I'm getting
But
some
how you are
flawed
smart. I would like to offer
flashbacks.
you a good berry, yes.
That's what-
I will take a
Son
good
of a
berry
boy,
now.
What'd you say?
I'm getting some. What was the ogre's name?
Fogs.
I'm getting some Togs flashbacks here.
His cousin, Fogs.
No, Voniper, what'd you say?
Yeah, of course, Vern. You are very smart, of course. And I am very tiny man, yeah. Now I'm gonna give you a good berry. Thank you. and I cast good berry, and then give him a good berry.
He sees 10 good berries appear in your hand.
Whoa! Tiny man, good magic. Fuck good magic. Fuck no cast punch.
And he walks up to the bar and yells, punch! And punches the wall, leaving a dent into it.
Is he the fucking muscle wizard?
I fucking knew it.
He turns back around and walks and grabs like 3 of the good berries, shoving them into his mouth, and just swallows them.
Fuck good.
I pocket the rest of the good berries and clap in applause to his punch spell.
What the fuck happened?
He bows.
Thank you. Fuck go now.
He just starts
Did we just get mugged?
Wait, friend.
He stops and turns back around.
May I know where you're going?
Fuck open wizard school.
Good to know. We'll make sure to come around today.
Fuck smart. You want join wizard school? You good magic. Yes.
Yes, I would love to.
Come with Grok.
So, are we all gonna end up subclassing Muscle Wizard?
Is he actually the muscle wizard? Is this real?
I can send you his stats afterwards.
I'm shaking here.
Here, I'll send you 2 things that you're allowed to know. It's gonna be a Gazo, okay? Technically, it's 4 things, but you're allowed to know these.
Oh fuck!
You're allowed
Holy
to know
shit.
that.
Oh my god! I just saw the intelligence.
Are you looking at the strength though?
Yeah, no, I saw the strength and the constitution.
Plus fucking 7!
Why does he get plus fucking 7?
That's godly. He
What
is
the
the muscle wizard.
You want join Grok school? Come.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that.
I gesture over to my friends to
I want
come
to
along
know.
and join Grox's fucking muscle wizard school.
I am very impressed.
I guess the blacksmith will still be open for some time.
He looks over at the other 2.
They also wizard? Cast magic?
I can cast punch pretty damn well.
Prove magic.
And the
Cast
other
on
dwarf,
Grok.
the other tiny man, yes, he can. The other one, he might have something to do.
Show me magic. Rock school very prestigious.
Okay, I need something to break that I'm not gonna be like thrown out of the inn for.
Well, we're outside. We're
Oh,
outside
alright.
of the inn. Just find a piece of wood on the floor or something.
All right, is it? I'd like to look for something like
Roll an investigation real quick.
investigation. Really?
Yeah, roll it on disadvantage because you're in a rush.
God damn it! That's even worse.
Hobo, just pull out your hatchet and say you summoned it.
Yeah, you know, he's not.
I'd like. Okay. Yeah.
Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Roll.
I could do
Roll sleight of hand. Roll sleight of hand.
that. But, and
On
I'm-
advantage.
Oh, I'm good at that. All right. So advantage.
I think it's clear why it'd be on advantage.
16. That's an unnatural 20.
It's that's a negative.
So I just like I whip it out super fast. And I'm like, I summoned my ox.
Ooh. You joined rock school.
He looks over at Geralt.
What you do?
Cast light.
I'm not gonna cast daylight. It will bright the entire fucking tri-state area. I
The
cast.
entire
Oh
Maroon
my-
Desert lights up.
Yeah, right. I cast Fine Steed and
Welcome to New Vegas.
what can I what?
He just said, "Welcome to New Vegas."
Yeah, right. I cast Fine Steed and summon Nils, and I have him take the form of an owl.
As you do this, an owl just appears out of the ether and flies past, landing on your shoulder. What type is it?
It's a regular owl.
Just a regular owl. So he just sees this regular old fucking owl appear out of the ether and just land on your shoulder.
Ooh. You teach rock nature magic school.
I can.
Good.
Okay.
We can go.
Starts just
Oh, I'm gonna
walking back
teach you
down
for
the
sure later.
street.
I kind of stare at the owl for more than 10 seconds, and then it flies off and just kind of circles around for a while. And I'm gonna PM you what I told.
Starts doing owl shit.
Alright, you
No,
know,
I just kind of fly in circles.
okay. Grok is walking down the street, by the way. He's just continuing on with this course. Assuming you're following.
I follow him. Yeah.
Alright.
I
You
shrug
need
and
to.
do the same.
The two dwarves need to walk a little bit faster, almost at a jaunt. Keep up. Because Grok has big
I follow
fucking.
intently behind.
Twog is like, holy shit.
Are we about
Okay.
to become mages?
And
I gotta
and
pick up my
very-
shield, guys.
You don't have to follow the party.
Well, I'm coming to this. is the blacksmith on the way?
No, he's walking the opposite direction.
Oh god.
You eventually follow Grok to a signpost, or not a signpost, a board, where there's a bunch of listings. You see listings for bounties, for sale. Someone is selling a wagon. The description of it, it doesn't look like it's a very good wagon. Oh shit, Monifer. You also
like
see
that.
a couple listings for buildings for sale, and you notice one from what you presume would be white, though you don't know how much influence the Ghast Queen has in this actual area. And it just simply states they're looking for someone to open a guild to bring more commerce to the city, outside commerce. Brock grabs the sheet and shoves it forward, regardless of who's there. Just holds it out to the group.
Are we supposed to start a guild?
Ah, wonderful.
Rock say read. Rock smart, rock no read. What say?
Grok too smart to read.
I like you. What say?
I
Holds it in
repeat,
front of your face.
I read it to him.
Good. Rock wants start guild of magus. We make guild. I be best wizard. You want to see what Magic Rock can cast besides punch?
And he just punches the board. You can see a little crack forming along, but it doesn't break.
Every time he says punch, he has to punch. Let's try to steer him away from that point.
What other magic can you cast?
Rock like you ask.
Why are you snickering?
Oh god.
I swear if his pants fall down.
Why would his pants fall
We're
down?
gonna see what happens. Alright.
He strips naked and claims
Roll
invisibility.
Constitution.
No, you know what's happening.
Who the fuck is this goddamn NPC, and why do you know?
Right, Brock, he tries to remember the spell and fiddles his hands about for a little bit, and
No.
after a while, you hear coming from the sky.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
There's a general enough clearing, but as you look up, you see a fireball coming down from the sky.
No!
Oh my
Dexterity saving throw, right?
god.
Yeah. Make a dex
Why
Am I a part
are
of them?
you...
save. Were you following?
Don't know.
No, I'm asking you. Choose.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
You
then
can still be
yes.
safe at the
doing
end.
a dex saving throw?
From memory, he does so. I have somewhere I counted half the damage. It was 56
that
last
reroll?
time
What
I
was that
calculated
reroll?
it.
What was that?
I didn't throw it, I dropped.
Okay,
I went
okay.
like that.
Okay,
and
okay.
Oh, 9.
I tried to throw it and it just dropped.
Can you see that?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, I want you to know my dex is +0.
You need to roll for Voniper. Or
I'll
does
roll.
Voniper want me to roll?
You want me to roll for you, Voniper, or do you want...
Just do it for me. Thank you.
Supposed to be strength and
Godspeed.
dexterity. What the fuck happened to my sheet?
14.
We both got 14, Voniper.
There we go. That's
You
better.
never
I
updated
have
this sheet,
a
that's
plus
why.
1,
You got +1. Good for you.
15.
That's
I got 17.
7, 8, 9.
9.
Yeah.
The fireball comes crashing down, and all of you manage to get out of the way in time. It wasn't a very high save.
Okay, good.
Unfortunately,
You do take damage.
for the
though,
size
right?
of it, it only for the size of it, it didn't do nearly what it would have done. So it only managed to like singe the wood a little bit.
Oh my god, it was a tiny fireball.
It's like a meteor. As it came down, it slowly shrunk as he lost focus.
He got distracted by a twig.
I don't want to do
The
this.
best wizard.
He holds up his arms, looking like a muscle man.
My friend, we will help you make the most prestigious mage school around.
Walk like tiny men.
We just take up this fucking quad. This is how we're gonna continue this.
Well, we have a mission.
He holds the
I think this is the first time the DM has derailed the campaign.
I wouldn't expect you guys
It's
to
like a-
follow him.
I mean, shit, you throw the muscle wizard in. Fuck! We're not gonna follow up on that? Come on, man.
Check your fucking DMs.
It's like a Henderson. Oh.
It
Yeah.
plays in later. What did you think was gonna happen?
Not literally anything else.
It's a muscle wizard.
It plays in later, he says.
Somebody sent me the fucking bottom of this.
I know what the name of this episode's gonna be.
He holds the don't worry, we're getting into the other thing. He holds the paper to Twog.
Read. Ware Hall.
I read the thing. Could you read it out.
Alright, it's right behind you. It's literally right behind him.
What's right behind him?
The address of where it describes, you look around
Oh
and it's
my
literally
God.
right behind him.
Just fucking seized
It's
it.
just a part of the building.
Wait. Can I try and do a deception thing? And
Yeah.
I wave my hands about like in front of me, and then point behind him.
Okay, do you want to roll Vonifer's deception, Harold? Like,
Yeah.
Like he's like,
I don't know. What's your buff? Or
I have
hang on, let me just grab it.
his deception.
I'm
Just
so
plus
sorry.
+1.
I'm so fucking sorry.
He sees you. Here's him that one. He sees you waving your hands, and he just. And he sees you point behind him.
Why do tiny men wave hand to show Grok where building is?
Yeah, sorry, friend. There was a fly in front of me.
Showmanship.
Oh,
Actually, roll deception again.
What if, wait,
Yeah.
what if I try to persuade him that it was an interpretive dance?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Fly.
can, but-
Roll deception.
All right,
If you're gonna assist him, roll an advantage.
All right, I'll assist him, telling him that I saw the fly too.
Okay, roll an advantage then.
For persuasion. Yeah, you said?
Deception.
Deception. Okay, well that's 19.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only thing that could have been better than 20. I got it. Baby.
fly very bad. Grok, kill fly.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Don't say punch.
So dexterity saving throw, right?
He turns around and Geralt, the owl you sent flying around
No.
sends you with a little thing letting you know that he did see you told him to look for.
Oh,
They are
we should probably get inside that fucking building right now, guys.
they're at the tavern walking towards where the fireball landed.
Oh fuck.
You did it now, boss. Grog.
Grok walks over to the building.
Now, how Grok by building?
Does Grok have gold?
Grok have many gold.
He pulls out a
We had logistics.
he pulls out one platinum piece.
What?
Oh shit.
He holds it up just absent-mindedly.
Building not too expensive. Looks bad. Grok
Is-
fix.
Is that the only one you have?
On Grok. Grok have many more.
Oh my
Oh.
fucking god.
You see how Grok dress? Grok many good wizard.
Okay, is there a person we could talk to get into this thing quickly?
Grok
Like-
not know.
He puts away the platinum piece and just gently hands someone the
With the
paper.
fly. Yeah.
Grok wait here. You find where Grok by.
He just starts
Okay,
just
girl.
absently stares at the door, stroking his chin.
All right. Hey guys, maybe we should go ask the guy at the stable because he's right by there, and we'd be moving away from here. Yeah.
You guys are like
Yeah,
a couple
yeah,
minutes
yeah.
away from the stable. You can make it.
Can I make a perception check as to like I'm getting kind of suspicious as to what the fuck's happening with Geralt over here.
Make an insight.
Yeah. Out of character, you could probably ask my guy what the deal is next time we're at a fucking at the tavern.
Yeah.
We
Make an
survived
insight.
till then.
Oh.
Fucking fireball.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
No, he's
Wow,
acting
that-
perfectly normal. This is perfectly normal. This is just how he is.
In our group is.
All right, so we're gonna go on and find the place to buy in the evening.
Yeah, you guys
Times.
start walking towards the stable as Croc's staring at the abandoned building, trying to figure out how to buy it. You don't need to keep moving this thing.
What?
Nikaki keeps moving the murder. You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we're at the stable.
Uh,
Hello?
You hear a door creak open and the old man walks out. He looks a little disheveled. He doesn't have his cap on, so his white balding head with little flecks of hair all over the place. Eh?
Do you know who we talked to about buying one of the empty houses in the town?
Suppose what's left of the city hall?
Could you point us in the direction?
He points you back the way you came. and
And
Just check the signboard. Why do you need it?
It's a long story.
thanks. Okay, thanks.
We're
Bye.
helping an idiot buy a house.
It'll say on the paper.
he just slams the door.
That's what I fucking asked.
I would say he's not an idiot. He's a savant.
Savant!
I harshly correct Nukake there.
Alright, I use my thingy to ask Nils if the coast is clear.
Nils is keeping track of the two. They're getting closer, but they're not quite there. They can see it though.
What, the building?
The signpost.
Okay. So guys, how about you guys help him buy that house and I'll go pick up my shield.
Sounds good.
Well, you don't seem to be acting weird at all, so yes.
Great.
All right.
I kinda fucking dip around, take the long route, but the safe route.
Yeah, you there's a second road that goes behind. So you take that. It takes you an extra 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's dark now. It's past dusk by the time you get to there.
I'm just going to get the shield, and then I'm gonna find out if the coast is clear and make my way back there.
Yeah. So as everyone else, because they get there before you, the two men are looking around, looking at the impact spot. This little burn mark on the ground. That was the impact craters. Grok's now sitting on the step of the. It's not necessarily a house. It's a pretty big building. It's just run down. Grok's now sitting on the step and he's watching you guys try to figure out how to buy the house. The two aren't paying much attention.
Okay, can we check the paper?
Which paper? Do you want to look on the signboard or the paper you're holding?
The paper I'm holding.
You look on there, and you get the directions to the city hall. It's maybe like a 2-minute walk.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's on a little small road. It's almost like an alley, but it's well lit.
I yell over to Grok that don't worry, we'll be back soon. You'll be able to purchase your house in a quick jiffy.
Rock, wait.
That was a little
Thanks,
bored now.
Grok.
So,
And now we purchase this goddamn guild.
You guys walk up to what looks like it used to be a very well ordained city hall. But it's kind of
did the stable master say what's left of the town hall? Okay,
he
because I thought I caught that.
He just said he did say what's left of the town hall. He didn't say what necessarily was left of it. He just said what's left of it. What is left?
Okay.
So you see the approaching it. It looks about the same as the guild hall. It's run down, but possible. It's not boarded up. You see firelight coming from inside, probably candle. The doors.
Knock on the door.
The door's already a little bit ajar, so as you knock, it opens up, and you see a gnomish receptionist sitting on a high chair. And she looks up at you. How can I help you?
We're looking to Is the boarded up building out on the where is it?
I hand you the flyer.
Next to the signboard.
Oh,
As
Next to
Twog
the
hands her
sign.
the flyer, she looks at it.
Oh, someone's finally buying it. Okay. I need to register what's going in here. What is going in?
Mages Guild, I believe. Isn't that right?
Very good, very good. Who will be the guild master?
Do we know his last name?
I don't think he has one.
Should I go back and ask?
Maybe we should go back and get him since it's his deal.
I mean, he might need a translator to,
we
you know,
can introduce him to you.
Do we really want to do that?
We should probably bring somebody to the house.
Probably not, but I mean,
Confirm.
he's the one that's buying it,
Uh,
so.
He's fond of
Okay.
saying punch.
No, okay, let's assume he just doesn't punch the receptionist in the face, alright?
With that amount of strength, he doesn't even have to punch near her to hurt her.
Just looks at her
Alright,
hard enough
let's
and
say
she
he
dies.
doesn't punch in a 90-meter vicinity to the receptionist, alright?
Okay. We'll roll the dice.
Yeah, just...
Alright, so we'll go get our benefactor.
Alright, as you guys start walking back,
No. Only half of us go.
who's staying?
Oh,
You're
oh,
going
you
back?
got that?
Alright,
I'll just chill with the secretary then.
Alright, she just watches Twog leave. As this is happening, Geralt reaches the blacksmith, and he sees an elven gentleman standing next to the dwarf as they're talking.
Good evening.
They both turn over, and the elvish gentleman sort of like starts walking towards the shed and opens the door.
Okay.
I walk up to the
A
blacksmith.
small tank rolls out.
A panzer rolls out and crushes everything in sight. No. The blacksmith.
A small T-34 carried by Grox is carried out.
Probably could.
Yeah.
The strength. The blacksmith nods to you and walks to the adjacent building. The door to the shed is still open. Left ajar.
What'd you say?
The door to the shed is left ajar as the blacksmith, he nodded to you and walked to the adjacent building.
Okay.
You're just gonna sit there and wait.
Am I supposed to fucking peek in there? Is that what you're insinuating?
No, I'm asking, like, are you just gonna sit there and wait?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna wait for my fucking shield.
Alright, he returns and grabs your arm once again and slides it into the bracer and starts tying it up, making last minute adjustments with little pins and such, making sure it fits and good.
After giving it a quick once over, everything seems fine. Very good.
He walks back to the door and you see the elvish gentleman walking back up. He's no longer adorned in like common clothing. He's adorned in more what you'd probably resemble with elvish nobility. Very glowing. It's like it almost looks like what Grok has. Grok's now. It looks like what Grok has, but more suited to his body, and it's much lighter colors. It seems to almost ignore the fact that there's darkness outside. And he looks at you, flanked by two other men, and he gives you a slight bow.
No.
I do the common people's bow back and
I assume you are the one which bound the sword.
That would be me.
Do you have it?
Not on me, no. One of my friends is carrying it.
Do you understand its importance to us elves?
Not fully. I know it's probably some sort of a status piece at this point, but the problem is the sheath remains in the crypt.
It did. From under his robe, he pulls out from his sleeve the sheath and holds it in front of you.
Huh.
I have very good scouts. Oh, but you're echoing.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. What the fuck?
Oh, I just punched my microphone, my headset.
Why? Why is it echoing?
If you would, if you would be so kind as to reunite these two, and he holds the sheath with both hands, star-crossed lovers, you could bring another age of peace and unity, and perhaps unite the elves in finality, such as they were supposed to be.
Kind of hold my hands out to see if he's gonna hand it to me. And
He doesn't. He just, I think he's holding it.
Goddamn knife ears.
fucking knife-eared fucks. Just so you know, the sword might be cursed.
Oh, I'm well aware. I lost 3 good men, but for something such as this, I'd say the sacrifices weren't in vain.
What would you have me do?
Simply bring me the sword, and I would take care of the rest. Myself and my group would be forever in your debt. And should I take power, you would have a very powerful ally in the Elvish Kingdom.
That could be good.
That could be good.
Could be really good.
Hmm.
It could also.
Oh, it could be fucking amazing, but it also could not be.
What if... How about we meet? You meet the rest of my party, and we can discuss the sword further. I'm quite curious about it.
Oh, I know all about your party. However, if you'd rather meet in more dire consequences, such as those 2 gentlemen following you, if you'd like to meet after you've crossed with them, that would be your choice. He gives a little smirk at the end of his stick.
Is he threatening to sell you out?
Maybe.
Yes.
He's being an elf. Well,
Guys are
the sooner I get back to my party, the sooner we can get back to you. So let's hope I don't meet them on my travels there.
Just in case you do, take this, and he hands you a shallow but long box.
What?
What is this?
Just in case you find yourself unable to get out of a situation, or want to avoid one. A little gift.
Well, thank you. And I start walking away.
He gives you a noble bow as you take the box and heads back in. As the dwarf starts to close up shop, you hear the clanging of tools falling into crates as you start to walk back.
So how big is this fucking thing?
It's maybe about 3 feet. It's not too terribly heavy. You do hear a little bit of rattling as you move.
Okay.
On the far end, Voniper has reached Grok. And Grok is just has one hand, his elbows resting on his knee, he's got his head resting on his hand. He's just staring forward, watching the two men as they look around and start heading towards the stable.
Well,
he hasn't noticed Twog. He's not really paying attention.
yeah. Grok, buddy.
Yes.
Would you like to come with me so we can finalize the purchase?
Tiny man found well by Guildhall?
Yes, I have.
Grok jumps up and gives a wild scream.
Grok happy
and starts running forward. He stops at the signboard and looks back.
Grok no nowhere, go help.
I lead Grok to the...
He sits there waiting, almost like a kid, like getting a present from his parent. He excitedly follows.
Kind of hurry along.
For him, it's just normal walking.
Yeah.
Eventually, Grok gets to the door, but it's about a foot too small for him. Yeah, he squeezes through. The ceiling's nice and high, but the door's way too small.
Okay, as you're coming,
gnomes and dwarves and shit.
As you're coming in, I would like to be like finishing up, like regaling the secretary with how I got this nice frog head dream.
The entire. Actually, hold on. Roll a
the frog head.
Roll a performance. Because you're telling a tale, trying to impress her.
I actually think I have.
It's a charisma stat.
Yeah, I know, which is great, but I think I have efficiency in because I'm master.
No.
No, I know, but I have marked that.
Oh, I have your sheet up. No. Oh yeah, you do.
No.
You do it. You have +2.
Yeah, what I thought.
Roll performance.
Okay. Performance. Ooh. Wait, that did.
Game lagged for a sec. Oh! The entire time she's enamored with you, hanging on every single word. She thinks you're some amazing adventurer and hero.
Oh my god.
Because you're carrying a frogman head.
That's great.
South's been sitting there listening the entire time as well. As Grok walks in, she's still sitting there listening as Grok walks in.
Grok want buy!
She stares up at this massive half-orc, well, compared to her.
Yes, this is our benefactor.
Looks back down at Twog, back up at Grok, back down at Twog. Oh.
He wants to open a mage's guild.
You're a mage. Talking to Barrel.
Oh.
Because you
well, in a manner.
Grok see him summon weapon. Show pretty gnome lady.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, we love you.
How long until I get there, by the way?
You're about halfway there.
Okay.
You're moving relatively quick. Like, this is happening while you're talking. So like right as they're doing this, you're making your way back. I'd be sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah. Also, as I'm doing this, I'd like to
You'd like to what?
wink at her like, hey, follow along. Like, look for her.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but all she sees is the wink.
Yeah.
I
And
understand.
oh, really?
Ouch.
What the goddamn fuck?
Oh.
What the goddamn fuck?
Just preemptively
Better
pop a
hope
good
it's
berry.
negative.
I just popped the berry preemptively.
Gonna need a good berry for that
You
one.
failed so hard, Twog suddenly starts popping good berry.
Okay, so that is
That's a
Not-
-1. Doesn't matter.
-1.
Or sorry, -1. That's a natural one. My bad. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
-1.
a natural one.
It doesn't matter what
Critical
your
success.
bonus is.
God damn.
Maybe I
What
get
is
there
it?
just in the nick of time to take eyes off of everybody else.
If I
Do we
roll a
still
20,
do we
I'm
match
gonna
the
roll a
saving
1.
throw?
he rolled an 8, so he definitely.
Ugh.
As you wink at her, but you lean into the wink a little too hard, and you try to grab your
I lean into the a little too hard.
yeah, like instead of just winking, like you lean towards her to like emphasize
You
it.
have a
And
stroke.
Grok is. You just like lean forward a little too hard and like a little too far, and Grok sees you grab the weapon as you try to like lift it up, but you're not even quick enough, and Grok just watches you. No, make up here, not grab.
All right, can I do something else?
I kick in the door. What's up, fuckers?
He's a bit of a comedian.
Because I could do something else. I could like do Step of the Wind and fly to the top of the
number
building.
2. Not always good magic. Not like Grok.
He just holds up his arms, bearing his muscle.
Good point, Grok.
Oh god.
See, this why Grok be Guildmaster of Mage Guild. Not
he
tiny
punches.
men too.
I bow to your immense wealth of knowledge.
The gnome woman looks a little confused as to what's going on from your steel tone and the fact that you just lifted an axe towards this behemoth of a fucking ogre.
No.
He's just like, oh, you silly man.
She's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Roll with it, woman.
Because you're not losing that tonight, mate.
Well, when he was talking, she thought he was the shit. Now she's like, what the fuck am I getting wrapped up in? I don't want none of this.
Yes. Everybody calm down.
Anyways,
Can we get on to the purchasing?
yeah, that'll be 20 gold for the rundown guild hall. It's going to need repairs in about a month. If you'd like to keep it, that
Can we get those repairs a bit fast if we pay a bit of an extra cash?
I think you misunderstand. If you don't have it repaired in a month, we will return your 20 gold and revoke your ownership.
Oh,
That is one of the clauses.
Do
because
we
it's
know
been-
how cost?
Our estimates show approximately 500 gold to get it in working order. For a mage's guild, I assume you would need somewhere in the range of 1,000 to adorn it the way you'd need, but about...
I'd like to look at Grok.
Grok's just completely unfazed.
Okay.
hey, Grok, about that, you think you can pay for that?
Grok looks over.
Grok have many money. Look at Grok robe.
Grok.
Grok, could you pull out that coin that you showed to me before?
Grok pulls out the platinum piece and, trying to follow Beryl because he saw the wink, slams it on the table and
I think that's how you flirt with women.
He tries to wink at her, but he starts baring his teeth. And she just like, she's in a high chair, so she tries to push herself back, but she catches herself before she falls. Yes, let me get you change. And she looks at the platinum piece, hits it against the desk a few times, and gives him a bag of his change, and Grok ties it to his belt.
Thank you, little gnome lady. I go now.
And he just starts.
He just turns around and walks out.
It's like it hurts him to talk. It's like it's physically hurting him.
It might give him a headache. I don't know.
Fucking love you, Grok.
Too intelligent.
He's got 7 intelligence. It's -2 though. He's
No,
got
no,
just enough to like function.
Wait, no.
On the thing it says.
No,
Oh, no,
it says.
sorry, never mind. I'm looking at hobos.
Yeah,
no,
I have
it's 2
7
intelligence.
intelligence.
Never mind.
I'm not that smart. I am wise.
Never mind. I was looking at the wrong one. He's got 2 intelligence.
Yeah, he is a brick.
He's a brick shithouse in the most literal form there is.
Yeah.
Goodness.
The gnome just looks around. Who's taking the key?
Oh, yes, I will.
And the deed?
We'll get it to him.
She just
Assumably me, yeah.
she just leaves it on the desk.
I grab it and fart it back out. Then try and catch up with Grok.
Love this.
As this is happening though, Grok heard what was going on, and he's holding a bag in his hand as he pops his head back in, and he throws it. Lands perfectly on the desk right in front of the gnome lady.
Huh.
And he gives another wink, this time a little bit better. And
Keep change.
Oh god.
And he walks out, and she's just.
I swear, we see a fucking green skin gnome.
He's gonna split her in half.
Well, okay, apart from that,
She looks over at Beryl. I can see why he's the guildmaster. He's got a lot much more swagger.
Oh. I guess I see you fuckers. I see you fuckers outside, yeah?
Yeah, you see Grok walking away now.
I just kind of pinch the bridge of my nose and like, bye.
Oh, I forgot about the 30 charisma.
He has 30 fucking charisma?
What? Oh my god. When did that get there?
Why does he have 30 fucking charisma?
He didn't get his
long story
fortune
short,
from
boys.
nothing.
Holy shit. You need that to pull off the fact that you're a fucking wizard?
I'm gonna kill myself!
Oh god.
I need to drink ye old dwarven bleach. I can't. I can't handle this shit. You got a wizard who can hardly cast spells, but he punches everything. And he can talk his way out of any fucking situation.
He can punch something and convince someone that he didn't punch them.
He's like Sir Barrington.
And he can punch someone to death and convince their ghost he didn't kill them.
He's fucking Sir Barrington.
Yes! He is! Sir Barrington, the punch wizard. Oh.
And with that, we're gonna take a little bit of a break.
Oh my
So
god,
we
I'm
can
about
all
to piss myself in laughter. Oh.
I need some water. I'm going to get water.
We'll be back at 5. Thanks for tuning in,
Stay
guys.
hydrated.
I think we all need this.
Setting a boy. Said it was a big boy.
Oh boy.
It's amazing.
We'll be back at 5.
Oh, okay.
6.
Alright. Now that we've had our kicks, we're a little bit... Well, I want to say more serious, but I know it's bullshit. There's no way I can...
Can't be serious after you fucking introduced.
There's no way I can fix this. The campaign's ruined, everyone just fucking take your pants off, do whatever.
Might have been off.
Run through the streets naked, who cares? Alright, we're back. So, last thing you see is Grok walking towards the guild hall, and he just single-handedly, like literally with one hand, rips off the boards covering the door, and opens it up and just walks inside, closes it behind him.
Huh.
Did I miss anything?
And so
Not really. Apparently wood is paper to Grok.
Well,
that's good.
You mean spider webs, dude?
shall we?
Rice paper.
Shall we leave him to his own vices?
Yeah, no. We're gonna go do our thing. I'm sure he'll be fine. I just hope the city will be fine.
We turn in for the night?
You got all your shit?
I
wait.
think we should.
Didn't they want to see the sword?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I relay.
You guys don't know that.
I relay them.
Yeah, but
Hey, by the way, while I was
we
there,
know that.
while I was there, I met that elf guy you kind of spoke
You
to.
don't know that.
Oh, so he actually...
because he told us how he was an elf after he stopped.
Yeah. So he actually talked.
Yep. And he wants the sword. Oh.
Wow.
Can I help you?
Is that you?
Can I help you? It's a closed door. Can't get in there tonight.
Thought she wasn't showing up today.
So yeah, he would like the sword in exchange for if he wins the Great Elf War or some shit, he'll be our ally. We should probably hash out the details together with him.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Everyone speak at once. Let's go. Should we wait for Dakota to actually be here because she's got the sword right now?
You don't have to.
No?
No.
What do you guys think? Should we retire for the night or just go straight there?
So
Probably go
be-
straight there.
So
Go straight
probably be
there.
kind of pissed if... Or... Do we hedge that bet?
Yes.
Well, out of character, we either piss off the person that wants to get it, or we piss her off IRL. Maybe.
I don't think she'd be pissed off, I don't know.
Okay, and
Let's give it to the weird elf person then.
We should have got her a better bow.
So we totally trust the weird elf people, right?
I don't.
Okay, let's go with yes then.
Alright, I guess we're going to the elf then.
Okay.
So we're giving him a weapon that's very powerful.
Pray
Perfect.
to Pelor that he doesn't turn into Gizmo.
No, for fuck's sake.
Gizmo appears out of nowhere now.
Alright, so
I like to
I guess...
imagine that Gizmo actually just is a good friend of Grog. Or
Yeah.
Grog.
So I guess we get there and...
Alright,
Knock on the door.
you guys walk straight to the blacksmith?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Roll...
oh,
What?
it's too late now, isn't it? Never
What?
mind.
What are you gonna do?
I was gonna point out, out of character, that isn't Gerald still hiding from someone?
Yeah, it's too late. I was gonna say roll perception, everybody.
Well, I have. Okay, because Nils is still.
Roll for me.
Geralt would roll on. Oh, it's an owl. Do owls have dark vision?
Let me hold on. Let me look.
What the fuck?
I've got all of the boys
7.
here. Hold on,
7.
let me look this up.
7 and 7.
12.
Actually, no, that'd be 8, but I doubt it matters.
God, I thought I rolled another 1 for a second.
Dark vision.
They do have dark vision?
120 feet.
So yeah, just roll. Roll on an advantage because you're up in the air. Like you have 2 sources.
I got it.
Roll for Vonifer.
That's a critical 1.
It's a nat 20 and a nat 1 in that order.
Holy
That's
shit.
how it goes. Every time you roll a nat 20,
You're gonna fucking roll a 1.
Twog can't even see through his dark vision. He's just losing it.
Like, he's got literal dark vision.
It's the cataracts finally. It's the age finally catching up to the 350-year-old.
All them good berries fucking having an effect.
Oh, hold on. Hey! That's not for you! Hey!
Yeah, exactly. Leave my good berries alone.
Dipshit.
So I'm gonna have to wait till he gets back.
I'm back. He's fucking nuts.
Alright. Well, that's what happens when you leave Dakota alone for too long.
Man, dude.
So no one really notices anything. Halfway through, Geralt gets a little pinging sensation from Nils. And
well, Nils has to fly down to me within a mile.
I thought you had a psychic link to it.
Yeah, within a mile, it can speak to me mentally.
Is he flying over a mile in the air?
I don't know. High enough to see the surrounding area. So, no, probably not.
I figured that
Probably
might
not.
be 100 feet.
A mile's
in the air.
probably good enough.
Yeah.
Like he's probably well within a mile, I'd assume.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. He gives me
you get
mental.
you get a pinging sensation that someone is following you.
Oh boy. Don't look now, fellas, but we might be being followed.
You're about halfway there. You're a little bit past the top.
Gentlemen,
You guys just gonna continue.
anybody want to
sauntering
comment?
along?
Anybody want to keep?
Actually, yeah, just keep going like we don't know.
Alright.
The second we do something different, they're probably going to advance.
Alright, you guys continue walking to the blacksmith, and you see there's the little dwarf is not in front of the blacksmith. You don't hear the rustling this time from the door. There's no light on. It looks like it's properly shut down for the night to the blacksmith.
I'll go up to the door and up to the door, say, "Kill Anonymous."
As you mutter it into the door, no one responds.
I look back. Okay, what?
What?
Can I observe the building? See if there's
roll a perception.
I want to see if there's a
Doorbell?
no windows into the basement. That's 15 plus. That's no. That's 18.
As far as you can tell, there are no windows to the basement.
Okay.
So, keep going and circle back around the long way, or we can. Whoever the fuck is away now. So circle back along.
Your mic's kind of breaking up, also.
Yeah, you gotta speak a little
Alright.
louder.
Yeah, no, I turned the.
Turn it back down.
Yeah, I was echoing, so I was like.
Put the mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
Oh, it's
That
It's
way
like-
we can hear you better.
it's like right up there.
Ah.
Now. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, it's picking up the shit on my headphones. Really good. All right.
Okay, so our options are to circle around. What do you mean circle back around?
Like go between the buildings, and like we're here. Let's try to disappear as best we can and take like back alleys, shit like that. We know they're basically out of the town by now, I'm sure.
You know
Yeah,
the basic layout of like the inner city, or the inner town, which are like technically inner city, up to the so like the city hall is at the center, a little bit outside.
Am I echoing again?
Yeah. Just turn your sound down.
It's not that bad though.
No. All the way to like the blacksmith, and then it's a little bit further past. But there's not too much more before it looks like it's Dead Town again.
If these people catch us, we might be in for a fight, people. So what do you want to do?
I got my new axe. The only problem is the bodies.
If we're gonna
Wait, what?
fight them, I recommend we lead them out of town so we don't get bothered.
Should
I think we should get some assistance from our new mage friend.
I was about to say, should we
I don't
stop by Grox?
know about that.
But he's so proficient at using punch.
But what if he tries to not use punch?
That's a good point.
Care to
He
inform us
uses
about
that
our
fireball,
followers
it's
in
gonna be-
transit?
I mean, do we have enough time for me to tell you my whole life story?
Oh god, I don't know.
No, we don't. All right. Is there, DM? Is there an entrance to town by us? Or I guess rather an exit.
You can walk. So that there's, as far as you can tell, you can walk into Dead Town, like the outside, where all the houses are destroyed and shit. There's like a road that goes through there.
Shall we?
Yeah,
I suppose.
lead the way.
All right. So we walk that way, and then I guess slowing our pace, letting them catch up to us a little bit.
I wouldn't bother, honestly, but... I mean, if we lose them, then so be it.
If we're out of town, we could get rid of them.
Do you guys want to confront them, or do you want to just try to get away from them? Honestly, the problem's going to continue if we just get away from them.
Let's end it.
Okay, so
Okay,
if
then.
we have a fight in Dead Town, are we going to get arrested?
Probably still draw attention.
All right. Can we leave the town through Dead Town?
From where you are, you could buy. But it's too dark to see too terribly far.
I mean, we could just keep walking. There's got to be an end to it somewhere. It's
All
not a
right,
huge
let's just
town,
keep
is it?
walking. Just keep walking us until we get to the exit and we get out into the wilderness just a little bit.
I'd say we walk until either we're out of the town border or they confront us.
How many of them are there?
2?
2. There's only 2.
Well, 2, but they look
We could probably take him.
like mercenaries, so there would be a little bit of a fight.
Mercenary. Okay. Yeah, let's lead him out of town. Best we
All right.
can.
We do that.
Right, as you guys start walking out of town, from the little conversation, lost track of them. So did those. You guys walk out of town. You walk into Dead Town. You have to walk through a couple of alleys. You hear some creaks in the wood. At one point, you see a rodent scutter by. And then eventually, you find a little gap in what used to be the exterior wall, and you just like squeeze and make your way out and walk a little bit out into the desert.
Oh yeah, we're in a desert.
Map there.
Yeah, I know.
Can I cast Shillelagh, like preemptively, like preparation for a fight?
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought you said we lost them.
Did we?
What, the maps?
Thought.
You don't know where they are.
All right, so I guess we're just kind of standing outside.
I'm a paladin, so I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are just standing.
We're just standing there, seeing
20
if someone.
feet away from the wall. Nothing happened.
Well, thank fuck.
Hmm.
Thank fuck we're standing in this open desert without anything to do.
Well, damn.
Wait for another 10-20 minutes. Nothing happened.
So,
Guess
what
we
if they
lost
had
them.
bows?
We probably would have gotten shot by now.
Fair.
Well, there's a good chance they might be waiting inside the little crevice we squeezed through.
They're just too fat to fit.
Or they're waiting for us to come back.
I'm
That's
gonna
another
ask
thing.
Gerald. I'm gonna ask Gerald how he knew we were being followed. Because we don't know the owl is seeing him at the moment, right?
Yeah, no, you
Seeing
guys have no
Oh
idea.
yeah, he has an
All you
owl.
saw was the owl fly away.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we just saw
okay.
you summon a fucking owl. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Oh, go ahead and ask me questions.
People are so fucking oblivious. Oh, look at that building explode. Hey, guys, let's go to the inn. Hey, wait a minute.
Wait, did that actually happen? When did that happen?
No, that didn't literally happen. I can
Oh,
imagine it
okay,
happening.
good God.
It could have happened.
I'm glad we're not that incompetent yet.
Yeah.
There's always time for improvement.
All right. So what's the
Deeper.
exact? Talk to me in character. Let's do the questions.
How did you know that we were being followed?
And I kind of do a little thing, like I look like I'm concentrating for like a couple seconds, and the owl flies down onto my arm, and I'm like, Nils told me.
Okay.
So Mills.
Right. Sorry. So Nils is a celestial spirit, and through the use of paladin spells, I can make him take any form I want.
Eyebrows raised, and I nod appreciatively.
Would he be able to find them?
I guess you are a fucking wizard.
Well, I could have him turn into a bloodhound, and he could sniff them out.
Ooh.
Okay, that sounds like a reasonable thing.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Could you make him turn into a baby Tarask?
I don't think he has that kind of power.
That was that character, by the way.
That DC is
What
a
the
little
fuck
high.
is a blink dog?
What,
It's a
what-
dog that can
He's a-
magically teleport. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
That's exactly what
okay.
it sounds like.
let's calm down. I'm just trying to find a fucking normal hound.
I don't think there is a normal hound.
There's Faithful Hound.
So Necrohound, right?
I'm not trying. Can I just have him be a dog? Oh wait, no, he can be a wolf. He can be a wolf. That's fine.
Wolf's got a good sense of smell.
Yep, he's a wolf.
Out of character, summon Elder Dragon.
I can't do that. That's find Greater Steed. I don't have that yet.
I don't know if you can do an elder dragon.
Not really either that.
So
Anyway,
summon a Kutu dog hybrid.
No, I'm not summoning a fucking bird-dog hybrid. I'm just gonna summon a fucking wolf. Alright, so he takes the shape of a wolf, and I stare at him for like a couple seconds, and he starts sniffing the air.
Roll perception.
Me or him?
You need to roll for him.
No, I know, but like I'm rolling off his stats, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me
Because
see.
if he can't see it, then you don't fucking...
Yeah, let me see. Perception goes off. So if he has... Oh, +1, okay. Now, he gets a plus extra 3 to perception. What is passive perception? How does that come into play?
Passive perception, you don't need to worry about that. That's just when you're
Okay.
walking by, oh, I noticed this thing, because passively I noticed that.
So that's gonna be 9, 10. That's gonna be 13 in total.
13. He sniffs the air, and doesn't really go anywhere. It takes a couple steps in every direction. Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wolf has advantage on wisdom, quotations, perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. I get to roll on advantage.
Okay, roll advantage.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's 12. 16.
Still doesn't get anything up.
Okay. Alright, so he doesn't find anything. Well, they must be covering their tracks. Somehow. Or masking their scent.
I guess we just head back to the inn. If we spot them, we can lure them out.
Or
Because
we should
being
go
here is
to the
just not
sword
doing
deal
anything.
thing.
Hmm?
Or we could go do the sword thing.
Well, he wasn't answering. They didn't answer. It looks like they were actually closed in for the night.
And that's assuming the elf is still there.
Yeah, he was walking
He
away
could
from the
be
place.
So he
somewhere
walked
else.
back into it, not away from
Oh, right. I say we close in. We pack up shop for the night. Just go back to the inn.
Okay.
Move on everybody else.
I'm fine with that. We can do this some other time.
Alright, we're gonna make our way back there.
Alright, you guys walk back the same way you came.
I was thinking outside the town, but okay.
No one specified, so...
No, just walk straight back. It's fine. If we were to get, like, if they were to try to sneak up on us, keen hearing would let me do a roll, correct? Because the wolf has keen hearing and smell, so would it notice?
What's his passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
So he would just
So-
get advantage.
So, like, if something were to happen, you would roll yourself.
Yeah, I would
Works.
roll it if he
Alright,
beats the
alright.
passive.
I want to know. That's all.
I have that much passive perception.
You have that much?
I have 13.
You're as good as a wolf. You could have smelled them out for us. Change them into a wolf.
As you guys start walking past, you walk past the blacksmith, and
Maybe one more bang on the door.
you never banged on it in the first place. You muttered
Alright.
into the door.
Alright, fuck it. I'm walking up, I'm banging on the door.
I wanted to say something, but I couldn't.
What? Sorry.
You walk up and finally you knock on the door. God, that's driving me nuts. People, fuck. Alright. This time you wait a few minutes and you hear as the door, you hear a lock undo and you hear the door slightly move the car.
Fuck. Drop my microphone. That's
Fuck, the door open. What do I do?
Poo dog. Well, the door open.
Door open. You guys are just staring at like, oh shit. I guess about that.
Oh, it opened without anybody there?
It unlocked and the door opened a little bit.
Hello?
No answer.
Well, let's go on in then.
Alright.
Sure.
As you guys walk in, you start to hear the sound of music. Merriment going on.
Oh, damn it.
It's not as loud as it was last time. You hear a couple of hoots and hollers as the music slowly dies down as you reach the bottom, and you see the curtain close as everyone starts to calm down and the music picks up in a more general atmosphere. Seems you missed another peep show.
What the fuck is going on down here?
Oh, is the wolf still with us? I never unsummoned him, so...
If he's following you, then you'd...
I guess he just fucking shambled down the stairs with us. Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, the wolf just followed you.
Yep. Come on in, Mills.
You stand there and you just, you see, 8 tables laid out. It's stone floor, wooden walls. The stage is kind of makeshift with, red, almost velvety looking drapes, whatever you call it. The band up there is a couple half elves, a little gnome on some looks like drums, but they produce more of like a trumpet noise when he uses the percussion.
Sorry, did I forget to mention this is like a cabaret?
You didn't mention anything.
You didn't mention that. Couldn't help but notice you didn't mention that. Alright, so I kind of... Oh!
The merriment keeps on, but, the bartender... Yeah.
We'd like to talk to the elf.
Looks around.
The main elf.
Which elf?
You know the one.
The
elf.
He snaps his fingers, and one of the... See a young man behind the bar. Probably he's a human. Got a brown hair. It's cut, fairly clean. He's just wearing what would be what looks like a bartender's outfit, close to the same as a dwarf's, just obviously bigger. He walks over into the elf's office and opens the door and starts speaking. After a short wait, the young boy goes back to the bar cleaning it, as he's looks like he's starting to be berated for not cleaning the bar properly, as the elf walks out and smiles at the group, looking down at the wolf a little bit confused, but looks back up, ignoring it.
Floor is yours.
So, you wanted to talk to us about a sword?
I believe we already talked. I wanted the sword. You wanted to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Someone do that thing where they ask how much we're gonna get for this. It's not in my character to ask what kind of reward. My character would just fucking give it to him and ask him. No, we do not see Grok sitting in the corner wearing a pimp hat. Fuck out of here.
Pretty sure in his eyes, he already paid for the sword.
Probably.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's
But
already
does anybody?
offered...
Do we want to make any points or anything, or do we want to just give him the magic stick?
Fucking give him a magic metal stick.
As far as I'm concerned, we can give him the MacGuffin. We'll have an ally, and he'll be happy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. Why not? Give it the knife head fuck.
All right. So
I think we should give it to him. Yeah.
I guess Dakota kind of.
Dakota's not with you guys. You guys never went back to the inn.
Yeah. He came in for no fucking reason.
No, don't.
No,
No,
that's what
we have
happened. No.
we have the sword. Don't be gay.
No, you do not. You did not grab the sword. You did not interact with Dakota once. This is on you.
All right. All right. Then I just have a question for you. Then, what do you intend to do with it?
I intend to return it to its rightful place, and it's been a few hundred years. I suppose find a new champion to unite the elves.
Well, I'm good for that. I don't know about the human.
Sounds noble enough to me.
Yep, we'll bring you the sword.
Was there anything else?
Well, we'll go fetch the sword.
So,
in
other news,
yeah, any good walking games.
will you, from this point on, allow the entire party, my party, our party, to indulge here? Are we
Of course.
vetted enough?
I sincerely needed to make sure all of you were trustworthy. There's a lot of
Oh, we are.
spies, as you may have assumed, from having bags placed over your heads and met with some of the whites of the Ghast Queen. You never know who's working for whom.
Aye.
Before you leave, enjoy your drink, and when you return, I may have some information that your human friend will enjoy.
Oh,
He walks back to the
Here we go,
office.
boys. All right.
let's say we go get the sword before we have that drink.
Yeah, let's come back and get
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Can
I'm
we just
gonna recommend that Geralt stay behind, though, since there are people tailing him.
Yeah, you can
That's
hide out
a
here,
good
buddy.
idea. All right. Well, I'll keep the drinks flowing for you guys.
The rest
Alright,
of the party
so-
leaves. Is Geralt drinking?
I'll just get a drink.
Alright, you have the you tell the bartender, and he saw your conversation, so he just hands you a drink. On the house.
Ooh.
The rest of the party, they go back and they go back and get to the inn without much cause for concern. The party tonight it's picking up a little bit. People seem to be enjoying themselves after a hard week, preparing for the next one.
Cool. I'm avoiding most of the females if I
Get
can.
the sword and come on back. I'm just sitting here drinking alone.
Yeah, so we go up to Dakota's room.
Get the sword out of his hands and walk back. So we're taking this. No, come on, we need it.
Takota's sleeping, so you guys just walk in, grab the sword, walk out.
Dakota sword.
Oh yeah, that'll
This
go
will
over
be
well.
fun later.
Yeah, that's all right. It's worth it for the glory of all the elves and whatnot.
People aren't as eyeball-y this time because it's wrapped up. Who's carrying it?
I will.
Alright, you just sort
Well,
of
let's have
carry it
that.
under your arm. It's wrapped up like it could be scrolls or torches or anything. No one really gives a shit. Everyone's too fucking drunk. You get out and just have to push past a couple of drunk dwarves and, you know, humans dancing.
Sounds good. So we're making our way back.
Alright, you guys
Downtown.
walk back. It's a little bit past midnight now. So the town's pretty quiet. It's a crisp. It's Christmas in the air. It's cold, considering it's the desert.
Sounds amazing.
It's nice. It's walking. You get all the way there, and the door's still left ajar, but this time there's a sentry outside. And he just nods to you as you walk in.
We nod back. I nod back.
you walk back in, and the party is continuing. It hasn't died down at all.
Awesome. So
Good news is that he hasn't done anything stupid yet.
Fucking
we tap.
wave
we
you
tap
guys
it all.
over. Hello,
Hey, we got the MacGuffin.
the MacGuffin.
The bartender looks over.
We got the muffin.
Doesn't say anything. He's just watching you guys because he heard MacGuffin.
The egg McMuffin.
Would you mind? You know what? Fuck it. I just walk up. I knock on the head elf's door.
He just stares at you. He just watches you walk over and you knock on the door. Humans.
Yeah, I know.
I shrug.
Just looks over the rest of you. Looks over Seth. Shrugs and goes back to his work. I've seen worse. The door opens. I'm assuming somebody handed off the sword, or...
Well, no, we
Sure.
present it to him.
So
So you can't really just grab the handle. So,
Well, no, I mean, like, is Sath still holding it, or...
Sath, do you
I'll
present
present it to him.
There you
Alright,
go.
so Sath walks with Geralt, and the door opens. It's not locked. It was actually a little bit ajar, so when you knock, it opens, and you finish pushing it open. He's just sitting at a desk, writing something, and he pushes it off to the side under some books. And looks up, folding his hands. I assume that is... the sword?
This is it. The sword of whatever the guy's name was. I can't remember, but I say it in game.
Kellar Niptharan.
Yeah, that.
Nip
Yeah.
Tharan.
Close enough. He clears off some space on the table and holds out his arms. Like
I
two
hand
kids.
him the sword
He looks at the table and
with both hands.
motions towards the table. Put it down, put it down.
Okay. I do that.
As you do, he slowly starts to unwrap it, and he pulls out the sheath. Grabbing a little bit of the rag, he slowly turns it towards him, and very carefully slides the sheath on. As he opened the thing, the wrap, the sword was glowing a little bit, but as soon as the sheath clinks into place, everything stops, and it just looks normal again.
Nice.
He looks back up and grabbing the sword, takes it off the table, sets it beside, and briefly runs his fingers over the pommel, admiring it. I assume you'd like your wrap back?
The what? Oh, the rat? Yes.
It's probably covered in
Is it covered in black
crap.
This evil.
shit?
No, it looks normal.
Okay.
Just fill up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just take it back and throw it in the old whatever.
We'll throw it in the bag.
Thank you very much. I can tell you the entire peoples will be very gracious and very happy for your donation to them. If there is anything in the future, please don't hesitate.
We won't. Now, what was that bit of information?
Ah, yes. First of all, he pulls out a rolled piece of paper and puts it on a desk, sliding it forward. You might need that to get around. As for your friends, they've gone home.
I saw quotation marks around that term.
You fucking lynched them?
They're home. I don't know how much they've seen of you, but whatever business you do have with them, I wouldn't suggest dragging it out in our fine streets. We have a tough enough time keeping the rabble-rousers at bay.
That's fair.
Don't worry, we have been avoiding them. And if anything were to happen, we do intend to lead them out of town.
I am a bit curious as to why they might have been looking for you, since you are new here.
I'm kind of wondering about that myself.
Let's say I have unfinished business from my home.
I would suggest taking care of it with the utmost urgency, or else it might come back to bite you. Now, enjoy the festivities. I do believe a new band to the area is taking the stage.
Hey.
What do you guys think we get a table and maybe I tell you a little story?
Sounds
Okay,
good.
then.
Aye?
On our way out, I wish him luck finding a new champion for the sword.
He bows as much as he can. And I wish you good luck in your endeavors. As you walk
Okay.
out, the door closes behind you. It doesn't slam shut or anything, just gently closes behind you. As you hear the new band taking the stage.
Hey, what was his name?
He never gave us name.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fuck.
I mean, it's not like we're never gonna see him again. We can knock on his door right now.
No. By the way, what's your name?
Wouldn't be the first time you guys have done that.
I doubt he'll fucking tell us ever, so.
For now, I'm just putting him down as resistance leader. Just some people I gotta remember. Okay. All right. So we all sit down at a table. So, any questions?
Yeah. What's the deal with the fucking tagalongs?
Right. Let's just say the town I grew up in, the lord of the area did not take too kindly to me and kind of ran me out of town, and it seems as though he isn't quite satisfied with that.
So, should we kill him?
I mean,
How big's the town?
it's a sizable town. It's right on a high commercial trade route, so it sees a lot of business. It's not.
Okay, so
It's not particularly large.
We slaughter the town.
I
much. No,
I
not the
grew up
town.
there, so we
No,
don't.
that was out of character.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, so we slaughter the town. I see where this is going.
I'm trying to ride the fucking chaotic neutral here. Like, so we get rid of the problem, right?
Yeah, we should probably deal with that.
Right. Put a pin in that.
Problem is many of the guards are just people doing their jobs, so
Right.
it wouldn't be right to get them all involved. I do have a bit of a plan.
Yeah.
Well, if I was to be... I'm sure by now he's definitely putting up posters. If he's desperate enough to send out mercenaries, and if I know him as well as I do, he's definitely sent out notices of rewards for either my capture or information on me. So if I were to be picked up by a group of adventurers looking to make a quick buck and brought to him, I don't think we'd have too many guards to have to deal with.
Do slaughter the town.
No. Back it up. Bring it back. Bring it back a little bit, buddy.
We slaughter the governor.
The Lord.
Yeah.
The
Lord.
Lord General Governor.
Is that a position?
Just Lord.
Okay, Lord.
Okay.
Alright. So, before we go on to that, what did happen between you?
He was about as corrupt as a political figure could be. And he didn't like when I spoke back to him. I grew up a commoner, so I would always defend them. Unfair taxation, taking whatever he wanted. He didn't like that I spoke back to him.
Really? I think he did the right thing. Fuck that cunt.
He is a cunt.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm on board. I'll kill a lord.
Yeah. Interesting proposition.
Especially one like that.
What do you reckon we need to, do this?
Offhand, say we offer you as the bounty, and we get a personal audience with him. There's a few guards.
Such as Grok.
Oh. Maybe Grok tails along.
God.
We get him to say punch. And everything dies.
Once we take out the Lord, the guards will probably drop it. Not many of them like him, and many of them are common folk, so they suffer underneath his rule, being unable to do anything about it.
Okay, so we have that going for us.
What if they run a coup?
What if we get poison his food?
No. What if we run a coup? What if we try and take him out, get somebody better?
That would be a coup.
Perhaps such as Grok.
Oh no.
Don't think we should have Grog rule my hometown. I don't think that would go well.
No.
It's a town of commerce, not
Here's the
boxing.
thing. Here's the thing. If we kill the Lord, we'll put you in place, and then you can appoint someone you deem worthy.
I have one person who might fit the role pretty well.
And where is this town of yours?
Southeast of here, by the coast. It's along a major trade route, so we'll have easy travel.
Alright. So. We've got that. That's a definite objective. Really would like to kill. That would just be a nice feather in my hat.
Well, the sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can not have to worry about watching our shoulders anymore.
Mm-hmm. So,
shall we rest for the night and then make our way in the morning? It'll be a few days' ride, at least.
So we're gonna have to rent horses.
Well,
fucking damn horses.
I might have a solution to that.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay then.
Drinks on me tonight, lads.
Alright.
How long do you guys plan to stay drinking?
Not long.
How much are you planning to throw at the drinks?
That's all. How about we just get a round and then call it a night? If we're gonna have a lot of trouble,
we can do that.
Alright, so you spend because you're favored. You get the round free.
I just get a water.
Cool. Sweet. You're even more free. Extra free. Diet water.
They fucking pay you to take it.
Take this fucking water. We don't need it here.
You earn 3 copper. Afterwards, you walk out after enjoying the performance, and you head back to the inn. The party there is starting to die down, unlike at the blacksmith basement, and people are just starting to either pass out of their tables or head out. Guess you guys just
Well, I guess we go to the innkeeper, ask for the rooms for the night.
Don't we still have them? Dakota's still in there, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, no. We paid for like...
You guys paid for like a week.
Yeah, so we're good.
Which is coming
Okay.
up on, so you guys would need to renew it.
This is probably the last night, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay, so that's fine. We're leaving tomorrow anyway.
Okay.
Alright, you guys go up to your rooms, and you can sleep the night away. It's morning.
Alright. So we all go, that's it. So Dakota's with us for this bit, yeah?
Yeah,
Even though
Dakota.
everyone's
not
here.
really doing anything. Just
Yeah.
everyone followed along though.
Feline catatonic state.
Yeah.
Alright. So we all outside and go ahead, cast find vehicle.
Okay, and this summons one out of the ether.
It's the same thing as find steed, but but Nils will take the form of a horse-drawn cart.
Alright, so you do what you need to, and in front of you, with a what would normally look like a purebred stallion, you see a horse-drawn cart with enough room to carry your gear, and each of you with one person to drive.
I pat Nils on the head and go, "Morning, Nils."
Gives a little.
Horse noises.
Insert horse noise here.
So, this is what I was talking about.
Well, that fucking works.
All aboard.
Okay.
Sorry, I get on board.
So how long is it gonna take us? Oh, yeah. Let's, you know what? I'm gonna open up that map we got and like try to plan out our course.
What's the farthest away thing that you see on the map? I can't see it.
Well, we don't have the map in front of us yet. He's
Alright,
got.
so as you unravel the map, it turns out to be a map of. Let me see if I can. It turns out to be a map of the current area you're in.
Woo!
Everyone looking over.
Fuck is that?
You make the marks of where the mine was.
And you
where
forgot.
is it-
You forgot Togs' cave.
I need to put that on there after. But you also see some other town called Dying Forest to the north.
A town?
It's like it's marked as a town.
Oh.
But
Safe
no
town.
one really talks about it.
Okay.
Wait. Is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Private messaging happening.
What is that? No,
Can't help
no. It's something else.
it. God, is that your home?
Okay.
No, yours is marked
Goodberry
as
Sanctuary.
So you take you. Gives me like 6 days. Yes.
So there's another continent with Keller Fell on it? Okay.
You guys don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
marked
how-
there. So I marked things that you got like at least one person in the party knows about.
Yeah.
But everyone else, like unless you know about it, the rest of the party doesn't know.
Okay. So how long will it take us to get from Calcu to Rivia?
Well, let's open up. So you guys cross the border. That takes you about a day to get to the border. You start walking through forests. Who's that talking?
That was my Bluetooth speaker.
Oh. You guys cross over the border. And welcome to the kingdom of Arunda. You guys would have had to cross up here. So if you cross along the plains, it might take you an extra 2 days, so the whole travel time might be 3 or 4 days. About, say, 3 days. The actual routes are connected for the towns. Now, Geralt knows this layout. It would have to be corrected.
Now, as much as I'd like to go back to the towns and visit them, chances are there's word about a reward for me, so I think we should probably avoid them.
Sounds good.
But I'll have to... But I'll have to bring you to Navan at some point. They make the best sweet ale there.
Oh yes, you'll have to do that.
You guys end your 3-day trip. Entrance to okay, you go around the town, enter on the road. Oh, 20 minutes out, you start traveling inwards. As you enter the town, you see a couple of sentries posted. Geralt knows them as local guards. They bear the sigil of a local baron, who is.
Do we help them?
Do you?
Well, here's the thing. Is anyone able to drive a cart?
Actually, well, I don't think it's according to my actual sheet at the moment, like my actual sheet, but the one here, this one says I have vehicles land.
Okay, so you should probably drive, and you guys should fake tie rope my arms.
Okay. What skill would be under for tying rope?
I think you just tied the rope.
Because it'd be helpful if you can get out of it, but it looks efficient.
You guys are like.
One section.
Let me up one more time. You're not gonna know this information. You guys. You guys are within viewing distance of the guards. They can't tell who's on. You were riding up to it. Nobody.
I didn't think we were gonna ride straight up to it. I said we shouldn't go there.
I mean, you're not right in front of them. I said you ride onto the road and you start walking.
All right. Well, I'm kind of just in the back. Beryl's driving, so as we're approaching, Sath is binding my arms.
Poorly ties your arms together.
Well enough to look like it.
Can I stay, can I, be behind, Geralt and, have, a dagger to his, I guess to his throat?
Well, no need to act that way.
Whoa.
You don't have a dagger. You could use an ice dagger.
Hey, let's calm down.
I have a knife, bastard.
No. Just step aside me. We're two dwarven traders.
Hold on.
We're coming in.
No, wait, no. Hold on. Let's get our fucking story straight. We are not dwarven traders.
You do not have a knife, according to what I said.
Yeah, I do.
I also thought you couldn't have metal
things. It's on
things.
my fucking character sheet.
I'm looking at the character sheet.
It's a wooden knife.
Oh.
No, it's not a fucking wooden knife.
I see produce flame, ice knife, inflict wounds, quarterstaff.
No, it's not even weapons. It's in my fucking inventory.
I'm looking at your equipment.
Find it.
I'm looking at it. If you didn't update
Hang on, let me.
Oh, wait, I see it. It's under your treasure.
Yeah, sorry.
Why are you trying to hold
I
me
really
hostage?
cherish that.
You're trying to hold me hostage.
Next time, just tell me what it's under. Yeah, you do have a small knife with you.
Yeah,
Okay, you hold it.
I
to
can
Gail's
hold that up.
throat.
No, you don't hold it to my throat. You just hold
Then
it
I.
menacingly. You don't need to. Not gonna.
Okay, I hold it
Oh, his
menacingly
throat.
next to your
I thought
side
you were,
so
like,
I can.
No,
holding
not
it
your
under my
throat.
throat.
You didn't do anything, you dingus.
What the fuck?
I'm the wanted man here.
Holy
I was like, why the fuck are you holding the guy's driving?
Done.
All right,
I
so
just
hold on.
thought of that.
Before we get there, let's go over the game plan. You guys are a group of adventurers. You had heard news about the Baron of this land wanted to capture some kind of paladin that served Pelor. You just so happen to stumble across me in a few towns over, or right by the border, and you jumped me and you hogtied me, and you're coming to claim the reward.
Okay.
Everybody agree? Everybody good? We're on the same page?
Sure.
Yep.
Good. Good. I like that noise. Let's do this.
I'm thinking about hog tying it. Great.
I know, I'm not hogtied. Take me with a grain of salt, man.
Kinda hard. So, you guys ride in two sentries on the road to town. They just bored. Are you? One of them starts yawning. They look pretty
All right,
bored.
we go on past.
It's nice to be home, actually.
You see, as you enter, you see houses that look like medieval architecture, like medieval Europe. So you see like stone houses. You see some clay roofs. Most of them are wooden though. You see people bustling through the streets, other carts going. You hear street vendors yelling as you ride past. You look to the side and you see a whole small street that's densely packed. It looks like it's meant just for foot traffic. You keep going. You enter the center of town. There's a fountain there, and what you see is it looks out of place, but it looks like what would normally be a city hall. But it has sentries all along the steps, and the same sigil on the tabards hanging off of the sides. It's not a very ornate house. It's not like made out of marble or anything, but it is a proper building. It has stone walls with wood, and it's got a proper way.
All right. I'd like to whisper back to Geralt. Where the fuck am I taking you?
The house with the most guards outside of it.
All right, well, there.
What does call everything
sure.
houses?
What?
Huh?
You guys call everything houses.
What's
This
a
is the
house?
building with the most guards around it, right?
Yeah. Should we wait until next session, or?
You still have time.
Okay.
We have a lot of time, technically.
You got 20
We
minutes.
have 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I guess you guys gotta get me out of the car. I have to keep my mouth shut this whole time because this has got to be all you guys. So
It's
you
good.
guys gotta get me out of the car and get me to the fucking and convince them to let us go to the Baron.
Well, thing is, they're probably going to take you and put you somewhere secure.
Well, see, that's why you guys gotta convince them.
Ah, but you see
that-
I securing
Yeah,
it.
and I have 0 charisma.
Okay. Who has any charisma?
That's a
Grok.
good question.
Grok
Grok
suddenly
didn't-
appears out of nowhere.
Grok didn't come. He's building his mage guild.
He has
Dakota
a
has some
full-fledged
charisma.
army of 30
Dakota.
charisma.
Good. Dakota has charisma, so we might have to wait for Dakota.
Dakota is still in a catatonic state.
Catatonic.
So that's maybe we should wait for next session.
Honestly, we might need to. I don't trust my rolls.
Yeah. Where is? Oh yeah, right.
Could be a 20, could be a 1.
I mean, yeah. I don't know what to do from this point.
I mean, I could definitely roleplay this, but
Geralt,
I'm getting a bit tired now.
Geralt, roll a perception check real quick.
Okay. Twelve.
You don't hear anything out of the ordinary at first, but eventually, moving past the cart, you hear a familiar voice, and it's a voice from your child.
Oh shit. I kind of. What do they? What does it say, or do I just hear the voice like open talking?
First it just sounds like somebody's talking to someone, and you don't pay much attention to the words they're saying. But eventually you hear the words, by Pelor. And it clicks with words.
I kind of turn a little bit and I call out, Advalik?
Huh? Who said my name? Looks over at the cart, up at the dwarf.
Stick my head out a little bit.
I'm having a kind of a crisis here because I'm trying to maintain that he's a prisoner.
Yeah, you're the prisoner. You have committed Skyrim against the crimes.
The fuck did you just say, dude?
I tried to say you committed crimes. You committed Skyrim against crimes.
Really quick, guys. I'm just gonna throw out there that we never interacted with the glowing crystals.
They were glowing
we
crystals?
Completely forgot about that.
They were glowing crystals.
Are they still glowing, DM?
No.
Good.
That's another plot point down the shitter. I'm sure you've checked off your fucking list of things we've boned.
There's about 1,000 on that list now. You
Oh
guys
my
are
god.
awesome.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm about to throw like 30 of them in your faces and you still walk past them.
I'm sure they'll glow again at some point when something big happens.
Oh, we'll see.
I
At
hope
this
so.
point, probably not, since we're off in another
Like I said,
country.
exploding
Yeah,
houses.
they'll blow and
Anyways,
they'll blow and you'll ignore them again and
you lift your head above and you see a grizzled old man with an almost unkempt beard. It's cut down enough, but he's wearing priest smots, and he looks up and to the side. Geralt?
Hello, Advalik.
Shh. I'll get you out of here.
No, it's okay.
Oh, come.
No, stop. They're with me.
He runs.
Stop.
Fuck. Shit!
He's gonna fucking blow our cover.
Damage control!
He runs as fast as he can, behind. Hold on. I'm just imagining Twog holding the knife.
Don't get too close, I'll cut him up, eh?
Yeah.
If it's not even just too much for me. Oh god. He sees Twog holding the knife as he jumps onto the cart and pushes Twog back, grabbing Geralt and throwing him over his shoulder as he tries to
Advalik, stop.
I'd like to drop the reins and try to grapple him.
I like how it's it's Geralt just being like, Advalik, stop.
Stop.
God damn it, Advalik.
No.
As Advalik just ignoring it. Just
Well,
like,
I can't
save you.
I can't scream, because then every guard in the tri-state area is gonna fucking hear me.
I'd like to drop the reins and try to grapple him.
Make an athletics.
Geralt mentally
Who's making the
hand to his
I'm
nose.
making the athletics check.
Godspeed.
I
Careful,
have
he's a spry old man.
Hold on. Let's see. What do I have? I have +4 to athletics.
You need to jump after him. He's booking. He's moving.
Yeah, he's a fucking.
For an old man,
Let me tell you.
like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
he can move.
Like Sonic. Ooh.
So that's
Don't break his hip.
17.
17. Yeah.
And so you managed to land. Make your grapple.
Grapple. Alright. Huh. Please. 15. And what's that? Plus strength?
Yeah.
That's +2, so. Wait, what was that? 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
You manage to grab hold of the last little bit of the smock, but it slips from your fingers as he continues running.
Kidding me.
God.
All right. Well,
You
I'm
manage to
tailing his
land,
ass.
but you don't exactly fall.
All right. I'd quickly try to persuade Avlik, stop. You don't understand. You're messing it up.
Roll persuasion. Try to calm
Okay.
him down. This old man is running the entire time. You're trying to stop him as well. People are starting to look.
You know, at least
That's good.
it's a 5, but that doesn't really help much. Nat 1. Okay.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting you out of here.
And like they're not. They're my friends.
Friends wouldn't tie you up
As he continues, you
It was-
recognize the road. He's running towards the temple.
I'm still hauling ass after them on foot.
All right. So
Face.
at this point,
Just depressingly six.
Remember, I have
Well, see-
fucking 35 speed.
I know.
okay. So how about
Faster than an old man. Come
how,
on.
how about everyone just follow us for now, and I dispel the fucking horse carriage.
Well, that's some serious
And-
metagame.
It's a what?
Alright.
That's some serious metagame there, boy.
Some serious what?
Metagame.
Metagame?
I would probably like to follow behind them, you know.
Yeah, I figure everyone's gonna just
Sprint as
chase.
fast as my
Everyone's gonna,
walking
yeah.
legs can
Everyone wants to chase this old man carrying me away, and I figure by the horse and carriage literally disappearing from reality, it'll distract enough people so that we can just fucking slip away.
As it disappears and everyone sort of jumps off running after this old man, outrunning a little dwarven monk.
How is he outrunning me?
He's fast. He's a spry old man. Let me tell you.
He's
You
one
don't-
speedy boy.
He
You don't know about Advalik.
Jesus Christ.
You
I've
have
got
no-
35 speed.
Yeah, he's got more than that. Let me tell you.
God damn it.
He's hauling ass. So everyone turns. They turn from Advalik carrying Geralt, to see the wagon just disappear, and you hear murmurs throughout the crowd, and you hear some of the soldiers yelling, "That's enough! Get her out! Get out! Get out!" Eventually, Advalik makes it to the temple, and as he gets inside, closes the door, dropping Geralt onto the floor, and collapses on the wall next to it. He's not unconscious. He just can't physically do it anymore. His age finally caught up with him. The door's not locked. It's just closed.
All
There's
right.
still
So,
time to
do I jostle hard enough when I fall that my arms come undone?
No, he didn't throw you. He just like set you down. You
Okay.
can try to wriggle out. Make a
Can I wiggle out?
make a dexterity
A dexterity save?
check.
Check. Okay. Oh boy. A dex check. Oh, I'm doing. Okay, there it is. Yeah.
It's just straight dex.
Huh? 7 plus a fatty 0.
You managed to get them a little loose, but not quite enough to get out. Eventually, you just like wriggle around on the ground looking like an idiot, but eventually you do get them out.
Okay. party? Are you guys gonna come into the church?
Yeah, no, I'm fucking busting in there as soon as I fucking can.
I'm lost.
I was hot on your fucking trail.
No, you're not lost. Do not get lost here.
I rolled the dice.
Oh no.
What did you roll?
I rolled like I want to say I rolled a 14, but really I rolled a 7 and I was like, no, that's pretty shit. So then I rolled a 5 instead.
Oh God.
So we're gonna go with the 7. As you're going through the crowd, so many people, you just get completely enamored by how many people there are, and you get lost eventually. Finding a building to go across and slipping into an alley. Not deep into it, you're just like hiding away because it's too much for you. You're freaking out.
What about Dakota and
Dakota and
Nahidi?
everyone else. Nahidi just kind of follows Dakota.
Phases out of reality when he's not needed.
Dakota's just like absent-mindedly jogging along with us.
Yeah, Dakota follows, like, huh?
Alright, so they bust in. What happens?
Advilic screams, "Oh, leave him alone!" and tries to reach for a sword.
Alright. I since my arms are finally free, I come up and I wave my hands over to Advilic. I'm like, calm down. Catch your breath, old man.
He looks up at you and sees your arms are unbound, and here as the sword clicks back into place and shakily takes some breaths and leans his head back, closing his eyes. Still breathing.
I call over to one of the nuns. Sister Mary, bring some water.
No one's.
What?
There's no one in the fort.
Okay.
I think he needs some good berry.
Don't give him a fuck.
You're not even around.
You don't want him to have a fuck. You're not even around. Fuck off. You can't give him any berries.
I know. I really want to give him good berry, but I'm not here.
The need to give a man a good berry compels you. You find us, you give him good berry. Alright, Advilic. Calm down.
He is calming. He's got his eyes closed. He's just like slowly catching. You see his chest rising very heavily.
I can't believe you can still run like that after all these years.
I'm just kind of standing there like
what the fuck just happened?
What's happening?
Did he just get kidnapped?
If you had paid enough attention, you wouldn't be so surprised.
What? Was that Advilic?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no one else. I can't do an old man. I could do this.
No. Don't sound like that. It's okay.
I'm Advilic.
Oh, hey, did Saf make it? You didn't say if Saf made it.
Yeah, everyone made it.
He kidnapped the kidnapped.
Everybody made it.
Everyone but Twog. He's just sitting in an alley.
Boy, that wall looks real nice.
Just screaming until somebody shows up for him.
Oh, look, a rat.
So
the rat want the good berry?
he fucking domesticates an army of rats while we're gone.
Don't give him
Feeds them.
ideas. He's a druid. He can do that.
Oh shit!
It's good.
He can totally do this.
Yes, he needs to become the Piper.
Piper. Lead an army of rats upon the Baron.
The good buried Piper.
So, Advilic, these are my friends.
Looks up and sees only the dwarf as everyone else is covered by the door.
I only see the dwarf who kidnapped you.
Oh, I kind of motion for everyone else to come in, noticing that Bwog isn't there, and we'll worry about that later.
Wow.
He'll survive.
We're missing a dwarf.
We'll find.
Fuck it.
We'll find him.
I'm just gonna go off
That
and look
dwarf is
for him.
one of two.
You're gonna go off and look for him instead of entering the temple. Alright.
Perhaps you don't remember, but my character doesn't.
Yeah, there's just a
like temples.
tiefling wandering around at a temple of Pelor.
He hasn't tried to.
So wait, you're not coming? You're fucking off somewhere?
I'm gonna go look for who's missing? Twog?
Yeah.
Bwog?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for Twog.
Alright.
Hold on.
For me, could you quickly just roll me a dice and tell me the number?
Sure can.
I'm also gonna try to eat
Oh
him.
my god.
18.
Oh.
18?
Yeah.
I have a new friend.
What'd you say? What did you say?
He has a new friend.
Alright, got a new friend.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Why
Check
would
that
you
off
give
the
him
list.
best-
Rat.
Shit. He's domesticating rats with good berries.
Alright, so. Oh my god.
Okay. Moving on.
So, I introduce everyone who's here and tell Advalik of the two who aren't. And I explain Advalik is the head priest here, and he used to be a paladin, and he's the one that led me to become a paladin.
Advalik gives a little courteous bow as you.
And I start explaining what the plan was to Advalik and how we'll have to revise it.
God damn it. Sorry, gods damn it.
I don't see why you would even come back here. You
Well-
wouldn't need a half-baked plan. If you hadn't come back, everything was fine. You had left. It got you out. Now,
And then we became tailed.
Well, his men he started hiring mercenaries to scout the areas. They found us across the border.
which order?
The one to, and I say the name of the desert.
The Maroon Desert.
Yeah, that.
You say, how long have you been there?
Couple weeks now? Was it? How long were we down there?
About 2
In the
weeks
tomb?
now. But,
Good
you
couple.
were down there for like a day, but you've been in
Okay,
the
so
desert for
all
2
in
weeks.
total, like 2 weeks or so?
Yeah.
Alright, 2 weeks or so?
He leans in closely.
Why? Do know it's the land of the undead.
Well, wasn't really my choice to go there. I got grabbed up by the Ghast Queen's troops, thrown into a mine.
Well, I suppose you've figured it out. We're going to need to do something about this now that you're here. It's not going to be as simple as getting you out as... See, there's been some political turmoil with the Baron. He's... How can I put this?
An asshole. Out of character.
It's not what I was gonna go for.
Oh shit, stop metagaming.
I said out of character afterwards.
Yeah, he did.
Damn it.
He's been raising taxes and denying trade into the city. It's looking fine on the outside, but... Well, the temple is empty. We haven't had Sister Mary here in a good while.
He cut off trade to the city. This is a major trading town. How could he have done that?
When you raise tariffs enough, people tend to go around. Especially through the Maroon Desert.
Why would he do that? That sounds suicidal.
He's not the smartest person.
Well, seems like we gotta get rid of this fucking tumor.
That's what I was thinking.
Might I suggest something a little less violent, as Geralt here has never
One
been
second.
the most tactically sound.
If you must.
Perhaps we could try not raiding his heavily guarded fortress and try speaking to the king and having
There's a king.
It is called a kingdom. What did you expect? A baron to own just a kingdom?
I don't know. They're gonna
How much did Geralt tell you?
nothing. Well, very tiny bit.
He sets you all down and explains the workings. It's a petty kingdom, with the capital being Barosk. Over here. It is where the petty king sits on his throne. The other main city is Mont du Marsan.
I assumed from the name.
You guys, the characters don't. And then he also says that's where all the trade is going through, and everyone is moving to Karag. Because it is in between the two major cities, so it is in its own right a trading hub, and it's quickly growing faster than Rivia. To the point where Navan is it's a small village. Oh, here we go. Evil Top Simulator's breaking on me.
What?
It's beeping at me.
Is that what that beeping
I
is?
didn't hear that.
There we
Yeah,
go.
what the fuck is that?
I heard that.
Oh, it was a Morse code.
It broke.
Thought the ghost of Jamala came back to haunt us.
Can I take that moment to go take a piss? Because I really gotta take a piss.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to end.
Nothing-
We're about to end now anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you can hold it for.
Yeah, wait 2 seconds.
Okay, I can hold it for 2 minutes. Yeah.
He explains that Navan is more relatively new. It's been established by the king as like a sort of like an overflow. It's like a village outside, but near enough the capital, so that it can prosper from the capital's prosperity.
Right.
And he explains that the Baron pays. He hires tax collectors, but in the most technical of ways, to where the king receives minimal of the taxes that he should, whereas the Baron is actually scraping some off the top and claiming that less is coming in, all the while setting tariffs on the city for trade, making the city actually poor as he goes because of his innate.
Oh. So we'll be like saving a petty kingdom
Yeah.
by getting rid of this fucker. So we should probably go talk to the king and let him know about all this and see what he thinks.
Maybe we should try and get some proof. Like, that this is actually happening.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have more solid evidence and the king might accept this faster.
Right, and then we could actually get rewarded for this and possibly some standing in a fucking kingdom. I don't know.
Oh, and Geralt, only a few of the guard still remain from when you were here. Perhaps try growing out some facial hair, and you'd be able to walk freely. No one would recognize you. I highly
That's
doubt
like good old beard with that fucking skin face.
Calling you baby face.
Perhaps I will try growing out my facial hair and of
Well
putting
done.
a disguise. Oh, really quickly, by the way, Advalik, I found something you might be interested in, and I pull out Sunshine.
He covers his mouth for a second, surprised, and slowly reaches out, looking up at you.
I'll hand it to him. It's fine.
That's what he's.
Okay, yeah, I hand it to him.
He holds it in his hand and then tries to hold it in both his hands and holds it up into the air.
Oh, I'm not sure how you came across this,
And he presses it to your chest, holding an open palm.
but don't lose it. It is from Pelor himself.
I know. He told me so. The voices have come back since then.
Had you told anyone but me, you might not be here today.
I did learn from the best, didn't I?
Now, we need to figure out how to get that proof.
As this is going on, Sath finds Twog.
Yay.
Twog, what is he find?
Meet beetroot.
I'm sorry, did you name it Beetroot?
Yeah.
And what is it?
He's gonna describe it.
It's a rat.
Let him go.
It is a small black rat. He really likes beetroot. I found some beetroot in the garbage. He was eating it.
Seth, could you just roll an investigation really quick? See if it actually
Roll for
was
disgust. Oh no!
Hobo, if you need to go take a piss, you can go now. You're
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're about to end.
Yeah. You just roll investigation like really quick.
Shout out to the little boy in the chat. No.
Has my chat been going?
No.
Oh, you're
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
You said little
That
boy
would
in the
be
chat.
18.
Yeah, little boy.
18?
Little boy.
It's technically beetroot, it's just moldy. It's disgustingly old. You'd
Roll a
expect
dice
that
for
to be cheering on this.
Roll a dice for me and tell me what it is. 18. I got a new friend.
It looks like you can see scattered garbage around. He had to have been rummaging through. Oh my god!
Alright, so did you manage
I
to
sigh loudly and tell him I know where to go. Follow me. I'm not even gonna fucking tell him about it.
Yeah, don't bother. Wait, is the rat coming? Is this like a thing
Yes,
now?
beetroot is coming.
You actually befriended.
He picks up the rat and he just slowly follows behind Seth,
Does it
holding the rat
bite?
the entire time.
Does it bite?
I just pet the rat as we walk.
Oh my god!
Oh, goddamn.
As you get to the temple, the conversation between everyone else is finishing up, and that is where we will end tonight's session. Sorry it's ending a little bit early, but some people need to leave early.
Okay.
So thanks
That works for me.
everyone who watched, and be sure to come by next week to figure out what happens to Beetroot. Take care.
No!